Quotation marks?
No.
Like, how do you get those spaces? Because it's very bothersome.
My word, to connect to... It's lagging because it's connecting right now to the Twitch servers. Like, the system thinks it's...
5-hour energy. Great.
Okay, it's fully connected. That's all I have to wait for. Just for it to connect. Okay, I can just press resume, thankfully, and it'll pick us up right where we were. Hopefully Shepard doesn't get stuck in the ground again. Because that's the thing.
And then, bam! Your head just explodes from a headshot.
Yeah, no, we've had that. I've been one-shotted by a sniper. I have been...
Blasted in the back by your own ally.
Well, actually, it was the Krogan who killed me. He shotgunned me in the back. During the after missions, you can talk to your teammates. That's actually how you deal with the relationship stuff.
Right.
But as I've said, we're not gonna go after that because scenes.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be coming to this nebula fight. I mean, like,
The Horsehead Nebula.
Message coming in.
Oh, it is a horsehead.
Patching it through.
Commander
Or rather, a
Shepard,
night
my name
piece.
is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say anymore in an unsecured
I like
communication.
the fact that the way that the ship is
If you're
that
interested in
that
hearing
ship
my
is
offer,
designed.
meet me on the Citadel.
It essentially looks like
Talk
it's putting you
Waiting in
through a
Diplomat's
railgun.
lounge on the Presidium.
what, you mean the mass relays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the mass relays. They're cool. A lot of this stuff is actually really neat. If I remember, a lot of these system names are actual.
Also, no, the video, the live video, it looks like it's a bit to the left,
Approach control.
or
This is
maybe
the
it's like
SSV
crunched.
Normandy, requesting a vector into berth.
That might be
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled.
the quality.
Defense grid is armed and tracking you.
That or-
State your business.
Citadel business.
Because
Got a Council Spectre aboard.
My system.
yeah,
Landing access granted.
It's gonna pause for a second. Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah.
Advised we will be confirming identification
That's just
on
a
arrival.
glitch when it.
If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch.
Eh.
I think I'll take my next
Twitch is
leave.
paused. Oh, there it goes. It's fixed.
Yeah. Because for some reason it's trying to stream with it snapped instead.
Right.
So,
Okay, Joker. Talk to you later.
Frey, this is gonna get awkward for me because now everything.
Are you gonna start singing while you drive? You know what?
I'm so laughing.
Everyone's dead and I'm still laughing.
That was the greatest moment of that game. Before we leave the ship, I will point something out really quick. You go here, and now you can go to the lower levels of the Normandy. I pointed this out, I think, back after Eden Prime. You can enter this place as early as when you complete Eden Prime, basically as soon as you activate the beacon.
Right.
Also, if you notice at the bottom of the screen, there's a glitch. That's been there since Batman. I don't know what that
Yeah.
is. I think that's just something up between Twitch and...
And the Xbox One feed.
Hey, Commander.
Positions
Looking for
officer.
some extra supplies before you head out?
You can come to this
What have you
guy
got?
and he'll
Whatever you
basically
want.
will sell you
Armor,
supplies.
weapons, mods.
He always-
It's not standard
the
Alliance
stuff
issue,
always
but
is
that's
more
not necessarily a
expensive
bad
than,
thing.
What are you buying?
Well,
yeah,
as long
basically
as you
it's
don't mind
always
paying for
more expensive
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
And,
The
My stuff
Star
doesn't
Wars
come
was
from the
such a
Alliance.
convenience fee.
I have to purchase it myself,
Right.
and it's not cheap.
makes sense.
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like.
He says
It's not
No
standard
licenses,
issue, okay.
no goods.
he needs
Without the goods,
licenses.
I'm out of a
If you
job.
buy licenses,
Let's see
you'll
what
have,
you've got.
Weapons from
You bet,
different
Commander.
companies.
Right.
But no matter what, if you have the achievements, you'll have the master gear,
Okay.
which is my Spectre stuff that I showed off earlier. That's expensive
Right.
as hell. Oh, he has the Hanakadar Scorpion suits. Those are actually pretty good. because, spoilers, we will be fighting organics. Lots of them. I think this has the most amount of organics in the game. Because they realize that this whole time you have not been crazy.
Right.
Now, despite the fact that we have all these people, if you're a soldier in particular, you're gonna want Garrus and Tali because they both have the ability to hack terminals.
Right.
Which the soldier can cover.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is
Which is
ashore.
why you need tech.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Garrus
Garrus is balanced between tech and combat. While
he's a good tech combat to help balance it out. And
Tali is pure tech.
Yeah, she's also got the best shields in the game. For some reason, there's a glitch. Whenever I bring up this menu, it for some reason says I'm Renegade. I'm trying to see what it is. Here you go. With basic armor, with most characters, when you upgrade basic armor, it upgrades the armor itself. But with Tali, it upgrades the shields. I've noticed. I think so does. Yeah, so does Corin Mechanist. They both increase her shields, so she gets ridiculous amounts of shields early in the game. Why is Garrus poisoned?
What?
I pulled out my gun and Garrus is poisoned still.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Bug with this game. I had happened in my
Load of horse crap, ma'am. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational.
These people put way too much trust.
Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
I really do not like Noveria. It's my least favorite.
Weapons detectors, don't mind.
I am Gianna
I can tell.
Assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
We haven't gotten to yet. I probably won't do many of the side quests in this because they don't have a
appreciate your help.
effect on Mass Effect.
You're welcome. You understand.
So wait, is Garrus just
chief was
eternally
only doing her
poisoned?
job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any
It
questions?
won't hurt him. It's just a glitch with his health bar.
Okay.
Pretty heavy security
Now,
for such a small port.
What I'm going to do
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
So we'll deal with that one, but
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Okay.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia
Yeah,
left for the Peak 15
I can't believe that I ran into the Reaper.
To the best of my knowledge, she's still
Wow,
there.
while I was just
Could you tell me how to
training
get there?
Well, I told you what
You'll
was
need
happening.
to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Yeah.
I was looking for the last. I did all
Understood.
the stuff
Can we go in now?
off screen,
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's
Yeah.
office.
because it did on
Commander, it might be wise to bring Dr. T'Soni along.
So I did
She
all
knows
that.
about it better than any of us.
I was over the last APC. I started driving to go look for it. It just runs right into me. I'm like, oh, hello. They're like, oh, frick, it's the back. So he's pushing me, and I just go into battle.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey.
I kind of wish that this had happened while I was training Naoto, but at least this gives me an excuse to use kanji more.
Administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
And the thing with kanji is that he's like, the problem with kanji
This one offers
is
greetings.
I can't find a use for him. You know what I mean? Because
Sure, whatever.
he's
This is a
emperor,
store,
which
right?
means that he's
Of
he's
course.
an electric
This one
physical.
apologizes for inconvenience.
He's his electric.
A side quest for you to smuggle something, but I avoid it because it's a lot of renegade.
Right. Yeah, the reason that I don't use kanji is because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got great physical strength. I think, like, let me rock the Mega 10 wiki. Kanji Tatsumi. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with kanji himself. It's just that, like, I don't know. It's... I mean, that's right.
I'm 200 short for the armor for Tali. I don't even think I can equip this on Garrus, can I? No, I still gotta work on it. Remind me next time I upgrade Garrus to put all of his points in medium armor. Because I just bought him and said Now, I will mention, my inventory I have learned after my good playthroughs, like before I finish the game. I wish I'd keep it empty because I earn experience 20% faster because of one of the achievements. So I
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas.
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Which is...
we don't have it unlocked yet.
Nah.
It's not the final planet, it's not that. It's the one...
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain colonial rubes.
I'm here as a Spectre, not a human. Keep that in mind.
Believe me, that is foremost in my mind. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
I'm conducting an investigation. It's a matter of galactic security.
Yes, isn't everything? I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
I'll be leaving now.
I trust you can show yourself out.
You gotta worry about who you let stay in power and who
Mr. Analeas isn't the only one with a past. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more.
Right.
Not within earshot of Mr. Analeas.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
Right. Mm-hmm. You need to have all You need a certain amount of war support, otherwise the rest of your team gets gunned down.
Will actually be decreased depending on how much people are playing multiplayer.
Huh.
So the multiplayer actually has an effect on the single player.
Wow.
It's actually really neat like that, I'll give that. Because you're playing as... Because there's missions in Mass Effect 3 that take place on planet... They're called the N7 missions. There's a couple in 2 and 1. They're ones you find by complete accident though, so they...
Right.
The N7 missions are like sort of just strike missions. Like you attack an enemy base or reestablish something. Now, what you do in Mass Effect 3's multiplayer is you go to these places to keep a certain group from taking it over, such as Cerberus or the Reapers. Which everyone pretty much...
But yeah. Yeah, my problem with Kanji is my problem with Kanji is the fact that his two good stats are strength, which caps at 99, and endurance. Like his magic stats caps at yeah.
The
and he can
male
replace
human at the hotel
your
bar
spot in
is a sales
the
rep
electric
for Binary
category.
Helix. His name is
Like,
Rafael Vargas.
Yeah.
I need you to speak with
At
him.
least that was his caps in Shadow of the Labyrinth. I can't find the actual caps for Persona 4 Golden at the moment, but I'm guessing that's pretty similar.
I will mention this girl right here.
Whatever you need done, ask someone else. I'm busy.
Right.
But also has a chance to give you money.
Tough decisions.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not?
Right.
What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption.
Another thing about Kanji is that his ultimate skill that he gets in Golden can essentially down/dizzy all foes.
I acquired evidence of Analeus's actions.
And granted, while it's useful in regular combat,
I suspect your goal lies outside this port.
Which is...
Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander.
Well, you can just use a go home, switch your team, and then go right back to whatever floor you were on.
You have
I mean, he's good and all, but he's not...
However, there is one other...
He's not good for my purposes.
Human expression? Fly in the
I mean,
lotion?
Naoto is one of the most broken party
Mr.
members.
Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members.
She's the only party member that in the original game got almighty skills, for one thing. In Golden, funnily enough, freaking Yosuke can learn almighty skills.
There's still the law around here.
True enough. Though I hasten
No, I think it's rather that they wanted to add more variety to the party members' skill lists. Because, you see, you get like, I think the highest he gets is just Megiddo.
What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analeus.
Indeed.
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage.
So they will attack you.
If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
He gets Megiddo. Yosuke gets Megiddo, which is okay.
However, there is one
but it's only a, you know, that's the
charming
tier. That's only that's only the tier 1 almighty skill.
Against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary.
It's only a tier 1 almighty skill, and while it's useful for Yosuke himself, it's you can replace that easily on your own.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Adaptive difficulty.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Incense that level.
With Fallout, I call BS on that. I just came out of Vault 101. I'm walking out. Instead of going to Megaton, I was around a little bit around the area. And
Jeff
an
Claw.
Enclave soldier came up to me and started shooting me. I'm like, what the Like, nope, no. I ran away. A bunch of other things started attacking the Enclave soldier. He died. I looted power armor and a plasma rifle right at the beginning.
Okay. But, yeah, Kanji I can't really find.
Playing the 360 because this is all the game came out for it. I don't think they recreated the Mass Effect series did they? No, they did. 4 is gonna be on the 1. So I'm guessing since they didn't recreate the series or allow us to put in our data, I'm guessing that story stuff's not gonna affect the game.
Probably not.
Because I know 4 has nothing to do with Shepard. It's another and 7 though, because if you have an Onyx armor equipped to any other character, it won't say a thing. You equip it to Shepard, it'll have N7.
Freeze! Hanshan Security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Yeah.
Analaeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're
You just
here?
talk to them.
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Analaeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
That's good. There's still, as you can see on the radar, there's still enemies. Oh, there's some guys over here.
Yeah, Kanji. Oh, conjugal. Having troubles? Oh, is the death count gonna go up?
Garrus is about to die again.
Oh wow, I'm seeing his health dwindle so fast. Now, the only reason that I have Teddy in my main Persona 4 Golden party is because
You're freaking kidding me!
Oh, death count +1.
No, they used another overload on my pistol.
yeah, my main persona for Golden Party is, you know, Yosuke, Naoto, and Teddy. Teddy's always at the end of the group for some reason. I don't know why.
I've actually seen this a lot, not just are Yosuke, Chie, and Naoto.
The problem with that...
Yosuke and Chie level up, are the highest levels at that point.
Yeah, the problem with that is that no one has their, fusion spell. The thing about Yosuke is that his ultimate skill is essentially Mediarama plus Masuku Kaja, which is really useful. No, you're thinking of her follow-up attack. Chie's ultimate skill is she No, that's her follow-up attack. Her ultimate skill is essentially full party Heat Riser, which is fucking awesome. Hmm.
I don't know why I screwed up, but I did.
And yeah, like, Chie's ultimate skill is essentially full party Heat Riser. Heat Riser is a skill that yeah, it ups your attack, your defense, and your evasion. Shin Megami Tensei in general heavily relies on buffs. Like, I had trouble playing my first Persona 4 Golden run because I actually didn't use buff skills. Like I never used Mind Charge or Power Charge. But you know what? I got through it.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm having a problem with if I ever get into the Persona series, is the fact that I never relied on those ever.
Well, trust me, you're gonna learn to rely on those. At least for specific party members. Because with Persona Q, you have 5 party members. So you can have one party member that gives a specific buff to characters, especially Rei and Zen, because Rei and Zen are fucking awesome. Always have them in your party, no matter what. Yeah. But
already determined that somebody's already going to find space for.
Yeah.
And that will either be streamed or recorded, I don't know which yet.
But like the reason that Rei and Zen are fucking awesome, they learn a total of 4 elemental skills. They learn all 4 elements. Plus they have a physical attack that also does curse.
Oh, I am an idiot. I could have just unlocked heavy armor for myself, which I just got heavy armor. But instead I put it into
Charm.
Well, that just got me a discount in the store. So it's not
Yeah, it's fine.
I can get getting better heavy armor later.
Yeah.
I usually finish this game with I think this is and it's a heavy armor version, which yes, like I said, it has very low shields, but you can get heavy.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
And another thing,
now you're gonna show
like,
some respect. I'm
that I
Sergeant
tend to do with
Illanis Risk Control
my
Services.
Persona 4 game.
Throw you off world for what you did here.
Like,
I won't. You know what we
was I
did
gonna
to
say?
Popeyes on my
Like,
world?
the reason that I
You're
have
not a
Teddy
dirty sergeant. You're
is
here off duty, breaking the law
for the
bribe
Junes
money.
Bomber, which is his and Yosuke's
I
fusion
didn't want to
spell.
fight them. They fired first.
Fusion spells only activate
Well, I
if
don't need a
you
gun
like
to
fail
rip
to
you
kill an enemy to kill all the enemies.
Oh, fuck!
Just thrown right right into a battle.
No, give it a second.
Ow!
That was full health. Full health, full shields, full everything. Thankfully, the last autosave is when we turn on the computer.
Death count is 3.
Think...
And another thing about Teddy is that he can actually be, like...
So, on Veteran, most bosses and sub-bosses are scaled. Most enemies will have a special protection, but on Hardcore, most enemies are scaled up based on the player's level. Enemies have protection, bosses have immunities.
Oh, God.
That's the difference right now.
Well.
The target assist is at medium, subtitles is on. I'm tempted to go back to Veteran for this. Because...
Nick.
Yeah.
Unless you go hardcore all the way, it's not a full hardcore playthrough.
I never said I was going full hardcore. I did it as a suggestion.
You did.
I did it to the fact that I have all these achievements giving me a boost.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here,
You have me at a dis...
Your men
I didn't want to
Well,
fight.
I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
You must die! You must die! I will destroy you!
I've lost shield!
I'll kill you!
Right.
No, why didn't you use the ability? Why didn't you use the ability?
Oh yeah, something about Teddy's social link. Something funny about Teddy's social link. You know how he always makes bear puns, right?
Yeah.
The ultimate persona of the Star Arcana is Hellel, the light bearer.
I will destroy you!
Why are there snipers down there? Why?
I love how that's your reaction to the stupid bear pun.
Oh, I've gotten used to that seeing the anime, but...
I'm on it! Lost shields! I'm on it! I'm on it! Lost shield!
I will destroy you!
Of course, sniper. Thankfully, the snipers are in light armor, so I can just sort of rip through them.
I will destroy you! Lost shield!
That's the last of them.
Huh.
Okay, everyone's back up. Garrus is now cured of his poison. And I think everyone is dead.
Unfortunately, those don't count to the death count.
Yeah, when we did, me and James were talking about beforehand. The AI, because Mass
Yeah.
Effect's one AI in particular
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Oh,
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
This is where you have a choice. You can either take the easy way out and just go right to win and get your pass and leave. But that won't help you in the later games.
Right.
If you do things the hard way in this franchise in general, they'll come in handy. Also, if you see anything around here, usually it can give you experience. Which, the reason why I keep playing everything in charm is there's a point where I think you need at least level 8 or 10 charm.
Right.
Otherwise, something bad will happen.
This one offers greetings. You
That
are the
doesn't
Spectre
sound good.
that visits Port Hanchan. Sure, whatever.
So,
this is a store, right?
What was I gonna say?
This one apologizes for
Yeah, I'm
inconvenience.
fine putting Teddy into my party rather than Yukiko, because, Teddy at least wins Mizia Rahan, which is plenty for the final boss.
They'll give her more shields. Oh my god! Talia has already 5 bars of shields.
Right. That would help. It'd help you see through the fog.
Look at her shields. It's ridiculous. I think that's the max that you can have in this game. I know you could go higher through certain sets of armor, but it just means they last longer.
Right.
5 bars is the max. And I think Tali could get the highest.
Oh yeah, something that you should be careful of in Persona 4 Golden with Naoto, you can actually reverse her social link. A social link reverse is essentially completely negating the social link.
Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Pretty much
Why isn't Internal Affairs
you have to restart. You don't have to redo the entire thing at least.
I've been undercover for 6
but
months.
it's
I want you to convince
it
Keen
does
to testify before the board.
get
With this
stopped
evidence,
essentially,
I
and you
can
have
run
to
profitably again.
redo an event.
I need Keen's garage pass
It only
to complete my mission.
this can only happen in the rank 4 to 5 event.
Favor
But
or favor?
it's not just with Naoto, but Naoto's the only party member that this happens with. The only other one being Ai Ebihara, the Moon social link.
That's bad for business.
You know, the girl that has a crush on Ko.
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
What sort of offer?
In Persona 3,
Always
in order to max the social link, you had to date every girl.
I finished the
It
job,
works that way in
but
Persona
an
4
internal
as
affairs
well.
investigator contacted me.
You
He
can
wants to
date
testify
all the
against
girls.
Ananias.
No. In Persona 3, they can get pissed off if they find out.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Ananias. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify.
I'll be back.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
I forget because they don't show numbers as everything. They show numbers like on PC versions. But I forget what the maximum Paragon is. Now, most of your Paragon will carry over to the next game. And so will your Renegade if you pick up any, which usually before the end game I pick up a little bit more Renegade.
Right.
And it's not like Star Wars Knights of the Republic where as you collect light side and negates the dark side you would pick up. Which, tell you one thing, in that series, if you go dark side, you reach it fast. Like, I was even off the first planet and I was dark side. Seriously, it changes dramatically in that game. It doesn't have that I was essentially choosing the worst options, like threatening people. Mind you, I always got a little bit of dark side in the first one because there's someone who wants about 10,000 credits or so.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
Now, I never had that much.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
It is like a real.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
You know, something that if you fail to complete Magatsu Inaba by the 24th of December, Naoto will call you that night saying that shadows have... No. She calls you saying that the shadows have overrun the town and she can't do anything about it. And then she's heard screaming and is killed while still on the phone with you.
Dramatic.
Yeah. Luckily, I've never actually experienced that myself. But I have seen the scene, and it...
I would like to point out how fabulous my armor is. It's white and pink.
Oh my god.
Now, I don't like the armor. I do not like the... This actually is the style of Mass Effect 2's armor, like in the beginning. You know, the plates and everything, how it looks. Because essentially every class in that game has heavy armor. Who was that in the Skype chat?
That's in the RP chat.
It's the RP chat. But as you play the series, Shepard during his off time does pick up more training, if you notice. Because between Mass Effect 1 and 2, every class can wear heavy armor. Between 2 and 3, every class can use every weapon. Effectively, because in 1, yes, every class can use every weapon, but if you're not a soldier and you say use an assault rifle, it's highly inaccurate and you can't zoom in.
Right.
So, yeah,
but by Mass Effect 3, that's pretty much...
out the window. Well, Mass Effect 3 makes sense because you're at war.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's General. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Lutsk Valley.
Yes, I was good at the, story. Like, the story is amazing. It's a very enthralling story. Now, I will mention, this is actually a very difficult part if you don't know what to do. Now, there's going to be Geth here. The easiest thing to do as it starts, haul ass to this big machine. Now, if you'll say get in the vehicle, it will be locked. I don't think you can unlock this with Omnigel, so you need to get this right.
By the way, hi James.
You called? Hey, we have another death count. I got the vehicle!
3.
I was watching anime, so that's why I was a little busy.
That's okay. So James, explain to me why do you use kanji so much?
For which game?
Golden.
Golden? I use him because he's my. I use him because he's my general powerhouse.
My problem with kanji is that he's only good in 2 stats.
The only one who maxes out strength and endurance naturally.
Yeah. And like, granted that those are 2 good stats for pure physical fighting, but like I don't find that many bosses that use pure physical skills.
I still like using them regardless. I find how ridiculously easy that fight was because I got into the tank.
Yeah.
Yes, tank's lovely.
What did you do here, Commander?
When I first played this, I died here like
I'm the
5
victim here.
times
The Geth attacked us.
Geth. You expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the mate
so I can get in the
shipping
tank.
container she arrived with.
Huh.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element 0 masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain.
Yes, Geth are evil. Geth is the enemy.
Dozens at least. They're
machines. What kind of armor is Garrus wearing? I can't see his face. It's a helmet I put on.
If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Shepard. I don't like Shepard's face model.
Oh.
Also,
I don't like looking at.
I want Tali to feel left out. She's the only one who has to wear a helmet all the time.
We're the helmet crew.
Yeah.
Also, James, do you like
granted.
new armor? It's very fabulous.
You're fabulous.
Nah, it doesn't fit unless it's Girahim.
Hi, Tali.
Okay, so I don't think there's any more. Okay, here we go. I'm in the tank. I'm in the car again. Let's see how much
Oh great, let's see you flip this one over.
Let's get the death counter ready for this.
We've seen I'm not the worst driver when it comes to the Batmobile.
True, true.
Still,
that was planned, I'm pretty sure.
I still have the death counter on standby.
No, I actually checked that wasn't James missed the death counter. I got headshot in.
Yeah, you told me.
You got no, as in during this current stream. You got blasted in the face by a laser.
Yeah, I know, you told me you died. So that's 3.
This brings up my point. This is like the AI
that tends to be a trend with AI heavy games.
Hashtag no scope.
Yep,
thankfully.
The appeal of winter wears thin very quickly.
Yeah, if you stand outside your car too long, it will hurt you. There's something to check his brakes.
Right. Yeah, I can agree with that, Tali. How the appeal of winter wears thin.
There's in the sky. Well, right now we're on a frozen planet, don't you know?
Yeah, I'm the weirdo. I don't like something much more than
Oh, I can agree with that. It's just that I enjoy winter, but too much snow is not good. But unfortunately, since we're, you know, since we're one of the 13 colonies. Yeah.
Okay, I want to. Who had the sense of
I love the the joke behind that.
Damn it. This place is perfect weather. Let's call it Iceland.
I'm pretty sure that's the joke. It's just pure irony. It's
Get out the car, get out the car, get out the car! Taking hits! Kill them. Frig, they're all the way at the end of the tunnel. Oh.
I could nothing use my
weapon. For a second I thought the car blew up. Oh. Oh my god, you're trying the sniper.
I can do this sometime.
Jesus Christ, Nick. I love when you're talking to Tali, it displays her full name and not just Tali, unlike with other characters.
Tali is the only one I'm better
now. No, Tali just got down.
No!
My card, work with me. Work with me if you don't want to die.
Well, yeah, this sniping is awful.
They call it sniping.
Oh god,
Nick, why are you trying to grind on the wall?
Because the driving mechanics suck! I did it, I survived, the car is fixing itself. Oh my god, this thing just
Mario, control my gas, what's going on here?
Garrus, we're flying the tank. That movie was amazing.
Never actually saw it.
Watch it, it's amazing. I know people who seen the original A-Team and said they love that movie.
What are you? The car performing self-repairs?
If you have Omnigel, you agree. Omnigel, just like the name implies, works on pretty much everything.
Oh, that's cool.
But
yeah.
Oh, jeez, this is balls at a wall slow. Alright.
So, James, did you hear about my Reaper hunt?
Yes, you told me.
No. Did you hear about the current one?
Current one? What? No.
That happened today.
No.
Okay, so I was training Kanji because I had just gotten him into the party, and then I decided, you know what? Just for this training session, let's wear the Featherman outfits. Yes, I decided to wear the Featherman outfits with the weapons.
It's morphin' time!
Yes. And then, all of a sudden, I hear chains rattling. Oh yes. I start searching for whatever small chests I can find, and there's two, like, right nearby each other. And I make the decision. And I got it right on the first try.
You got the Reaper?
I found the Reaper. So, you know what that... And... So I switched the difficulty so I would do... I switched the difficulty setting so I would do more damage to the Reaper. I didn't switch it so I'd take less damage.
Yeah.
But I did have it set to have more experience in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always have it set to revive and to have retries in battles when it comes to the Reaper because
it's bullshit.
It's bullshit to try and Reaper, especially when you're actually hunting him.
Yeah, and after all that, the last thing you want to happen is have the thing fucking kill you.
Yeah. Now, it was a big coincidence that it was me and Kanji, because, like, in all honesty, I would have rather had gotten the weapons in order, but I didn't care. I finally got my third Reaper weapon out of my 3 playthroughs. This is my 3rd playthrough of the fucking game.
Ah.
And I'm finally getting the Reaper battle. The 3rd Reaper battle.
And it's only in the distance. You hear someone say to the Reaper,
"Make my monster grow!"
Ugh. No.
Damn it, Nick, I can feel your fight.
So yeah, I killed the Reaper with. It was a very arduous battle. It was a war of attrition.
Lovely.
Like, Kanji kept getting down. Kanji kept getting killed because it's the Reaper, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go up against the Reaper with a level like 28 Kanji. No, 23. He was level 20. No, he was level 25 because that's what level he starts at. What?
Yes.
A lot of people don't like the Persona.
I love the anime because the way that they portray Narukami in that is just fucking hilarious.
In the normal animation, they portray him like a dick.
Yeah, no. It's just they always choose the most hilarious choices. And Narukami always picks the weird choice in Persona 4.
Yeah.
And it's fucking beautiful. No. I'm putting this on my wall. Dude, no!
Or I just like for the when they
the Risei moment.
No, I love for the hotel when Yosuke, Kanji, and Teddy are on the bed. I still love the Japanese moment when the subtitle literally said, "This is going on Facebook." Dude, no!
Like this. Yeah. Oh, that's why I don't trust Facebook. Yeah. What am I saying? Yeah. Now, the thing that I love about the Risei moment, when Narukami first meets Risei. Yes. And she makes like a really crappy looking
The best line ever.
You suck.
You suck. Mean. You suck. It just
suck.
No, if we can cut that voice clip out and just have it in our phones, and we could just play that at any time.
Yes.
We just die on a Mario level. You suck.
Nick, what are you doing?
I jumped over my car. I rocked the car.
Nice. For a second, I thought you jumped off a cliff.
I don't think that kills you, actually. Should we test this theory?
Go ahead.
Do it.
Do it. So what you're saying is... Yes.
Yes.
I should.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yes. Wait, what? No.
Do it.
Do it, Ed. I like the fact that they made it.
Yes.
Uncle Alucard.
Yes. Yes. Yep. A real fucking vampire.
Yes.
Taka is a genius. Oh my god, I almost went in there. Okay, wait. Oh, don't tell me. This is the thing.
Well, you're out. I don't see what.
Oh my god, no.
What happened?
So dumb.
What happened, Nick? What happened?
I cannot save. If I die, I will go
Aw, shit.
Wait, you can't save?
the save.
Yeah.
Which is the same.
Are you kidding me? You better not die. I don't wanna.
And then save.
Okay, good, because if you die and we have to go all the way back there, I'm jacking your rate. I'm jacking the count up by 10.
Oh, we saved.
Good. 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 I don't have to do it. Yeah, that's exactly.
This was a new series.
They were.
Back, as it has, it's supposed to be more cinematic. As you walk, the camera shakes.
That's.
Oh wait, there's a gas. Oh.
Well, if you were about to say more cinematic, I would have said cinematic my ass.
Why is there a
What? I heard Geth Prime. Bro, Krogan! Geth Juggernaut. Wait, why are there Krogans?
Tali and Garrus are down.
Why is there Krogan here?
They're mercenaries. They hire mercenaries.
Oh, yeah, that's against Juggernaut. Or Geth Prime. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well.
On the edge. No.
You're on. Oh.
No. Shock it up to 4.
Really? No, I need to see it.
Yep, there it goes.
No, I need to see it so I can chalk it up.
I already did.
Sean's helping you keep track also when you're not here.
Yep, chalk it up to 4.
No,
I already did.
Would help if I had the. Oh wait.
I'm chalking it up for myself.
Frig.
I said I'd do it.
I increased the accuracy rating by 7% on my assault rifle. So what's 1 times 7%?
7.
I'm joking.
Did you seriously ask that? 1 times 7.
Well, I actually barely passed. I'm pretty good at algebra.
Algebra?
Algebra.
Algebra?
Yeah. Algebra. Blah, blah, blah. I'm bad at English.
Algebra?
Yeah. I had the worst. No, we're all the way back here. No.
Nick, when I see you on pause and I see where you're back at, I swear to God.
I'm just right outside the gate.
Good.
Remember, I had to drive a little bit, so I
good. Don't scare me like that, you bitch.
Yeah,
they were getting their feet wet with this, so.
They were. Yeah, this was I think BioWare's first shooter game.
Yeah, so it's understandable. They hadn't made some flaws here and there.
So James, how's Gunvolt coming along for you?
I still haven't got it yet. I'm saving up my money for something. And so to be quite honest, I'm putting off Gunvolt for a while.
That's fine.
I know I'm just only $1 off.
That doesn't help.
Watch tax. I'm 2 off from buying it.
Yeah. I was a few cents from buying something that I really wanted, and it pissed me off to know it.
The only reason why I'm $2 off because I only didn't have that much. I got a $10 card from Johnny's panel for answering a question right.
Yep.
Which, by the way, the video of Johnny's panel is up on Some Call Me Johnny. If you want to look at that, you can.
I'll check it out when I have the time. But do you want to know something? You know Asimov?
Yeah.
You know what his name is based off of?
What?
The guy who wrote the. Yeah.
I would like to point out also, I just realized Garrus has nothing to increase his health.
Asimov's.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, this is how.
What was that, James?
Oh my, you're right. Garrus has nothing to increase his health.
Where mine's already at 269.
Jesus Christ. We're so cheap, guys.
Holly's at 184. Say I really bring up again. I think I've told you this before, and I don't know if I mentioned on stream. Bungie was of Master Chief's face.
Ow.
You're
Kakashi in that one episode of Naruto. Underneath this mask is another mask.
Yes.
The best taser.
Oh, I forgot you killed for the weapon. Dead.
What?
They have auto life.
Back from the dead.
They have auto life.
They have
Just fuck.
It is the biggest pot to the level where every enemy is Krogan.
Ugh.
Can Rex come back to life?
No.
Damn it, that's bullshit.
I know. Krogan, and it's really dumb. Now, by that point, you should at least have a better assault rifle, which just tears them apart.
Yeah.
Most likely we'll have
Tear them a new hassle.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
Here comes more Krogan.
Biohazard.
Okay, here we go. Now we're going against. I hate this part. I would recommend if you have it. No matter. Do I have? Yes, I would suggest heavily putting on toxic seals for this level. My God, this is my least favorite enemy in the game.
Hazard materials.
So James, do you agree that Zen and Ray are one of the best party members in Q?
Offline.
Yes, you should always have them at all times.
See?
I say you were wrong.
They want to keep their people.
No.
I agreed. I've seen their gameplay and they are amazing.
They are fucking awesome.
They're the greatest. The only flaw is that they can't equip a sub-persona, but to be quite honest, they don't need one.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they have the highest HP and SP growth.
Yeah, because of the fact that they can't equip sub-personas.
Yeah,
so these gun swords are facing to the door. Where you think they were facing the door when you come into the facility, they're facing the door that's the exit.
Yeah.
So were they trying to keep people out or keep something in? That is the question.
Metroid Prime?
Yes, Prime.
The greatest moment in Mass Effect 3 is one of the war assets you get are Get Prime.
You know, Samus would feel right at home in this universe.
Highest level is Prime.
Well, the Reapers are going on a mass genocide, right?
Here's an idea. I've got beforehand, but whoa, what the frick, camera?
Garrus is getting away with your bullet.
What was that?
That you saw in the video.
Animals,
in this game.
This place is
Tali just popped in.
You saw what happened there with the camera. I thought I died for a second.
Yeah, but I saw Tali
yeah,
just
say
pop
hello
in.
to Beautiful.
What the fuck? Tali, she's a phantom.
Oh, by the way, now there's things that they spawn landmines that seek you. They're homing landmines.
Excuse me? I see those things. Oh, Jesus.
And they go greater. They poison you. If you do not have overkill, which if you're a soldier, you have overkill, what is wrong with you? Because they start you with that. Freak! Oh, freak!
Oh, wait. If your HP is green, does that mean it's poisoned?
Yeah,
yes.
Tali. Yeah, no. They pierce shields.
Oh,
they
fuck.
Pierce shields.
Oh. Make that a 5.
Oh Jesus, no!
I forgot they pierced shields. Actually, wait. I don't think they ever pierced shields.
Shepard! Oh God, 5. That's 5.
No!
Oh my dear sweet Christ.
See where we are.
Where are we? No, we're not too. We better not be too far back,
James. Too far back, but it's annoying.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
We're back all the way here.
Yep.
It's not that far back, and we have the weapons.
We have the technology.
We can rebuild him. We can rebuild Shepard.
Make them suffer.
Oh no, wait, no, am I getting ahead of myself?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, sorry. But, what was I gonna say?
Oh yeah, no, Nick. So yesterday when I was at Zach's house, I came up with Aster's backstory for D&D.
Oh God. I've heard this already. I don't need to hear it again. I'm muting you guys.
Let's hear it. Aster. Aster is not his real name. Aster was the name he picked up. At first, he was known as Jim John. Jim John was raised in an orphanage. One day, he tried to cook for everyone there. But then there was a horrible mistake and the stove was on fire and he dove out of the window only thinking of himself. And he saw the burned remains of the orphanage behind him. And he thought he could hear their voices and they go, "Why, Jim John? Why did you set me on fire, Jim John?" Too ashamed to admit his mistake, he fled and went under a new name, Aster. Later he found out that he had psionic powers and used them for now new mercenary life. With his Vorpal Bastard sword and his hand crossbow that he mugged off of some guy, and later he learned how to breathe acid, and then he became known as one of the best mercenaries ever. Yet still held back by that dark path of accidentally burning down the orphanage. Yeah.
Dark? Any grenade? We can freeze enemies!
Wait, Sean doesn't know that we're finished.
I do.
Oh, you just get. How did you know?
I muted myself.
Oh, well, how did you know that? Oh.
I only muted myself.
Oh, yeah, so you can still listen to us. Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. And I decided to post a link in the chat. The Skype chat. You'll see.
Frick, Juggernaut!
Juggernaut, bitch! I'm gonna fuck you up! I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Nope, 6.
6,
let me next upgrade, instead of putting it into armor or anything, remind me to put it
right
into
there, just, hi Shepard.
Remind me to put my upgrades into my guns.
6, hi, I'm Shepard, and I'm not proud of it because I'm dead.
This is my favorite storm.
So James,
I'm Captain I'm Commander Shepard, and this is where I died on the Citadel.
That would be.
You're not that far off. I've got up.
Say, James, what was your end game party for Q?
For each side, the P4 side, obviously aside from the leader, it was Makoto, Zen and Rei, Kanji, and Naoto.
Okay.
For the P3 side, Makoto, Zen, you, and to change up things, I had Shinji, and instead of Naoto, I had Zuru.
No. Anything but.
Not that piece of
shit.
The one who's a badass and swings around a hammer and headbutts people and makes them bleed.
since you're a little Agaki, it will never...
The gas repair drone, it poisoned its own teeth.
Yeah, my endgame party, typically, like, for the Persona 3 side, which was my first side, I had myself, my sub-leader, I had Aegis in the front as well, because she tanks. She tanks so good.
She is an absolute powerhouse.
And not to mention, I gave her Light Wave.
Oh yes, I did as well next one of my other playthroughs.
And my other two were Naoto and Zen.
Oh, I didn't change my...
Yeah, Naoto's the most broken character in the game.
Naoto is so fucking broken!
In every game, we've determined this earlier. Naoto
No. She's even more broken when it comes to Persona Q, because she starts out with Mudo and Hama.
And most enemies in the game are weak to that, and not to mention she resists those elements. And not to mention she resists those elements.
She resists those elements, and when you get to her ultimate persona, because yes, there are persona evolutions.
Yeah, they get their when they reach level 55.
Yeah.
You have to complete a certain
quest. Get away! He stopped. Why you freaking?
Is it 7?
No, it's. Oh my god! I felt it like.
All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
But yeah, Naoto is.
Do you see this crap?
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
User interface offline.
Hey, buddy, I just wanna hug you.
No, you melted him.
Yes, he did. But yeah,
so
James.
To fight Krogan, use a assault rifle with. Oh my god, that's some good armor. I never seen this armor before.
So James, can you agree that you should definitely give the Norn to Naoto?
Yes, you should.
Or Ken.
Cool looking, but same set, so I'll keep this one.
Because you see, the Norn in Persona Q learn all 4 third-tier elemental spells.
Yeah, and that's what she's lacking. The elemental spells for just pure damage.
Yeah, I mean, her magic stat is ridiculous.
Yeah. And another one of her problems is her low endurance, but she's in the back row, so she'll take less damage, and due to her high agility, she'll be evading.
Yeah.
So, essentially, Naoto is broken.
Yes.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Now, if we look at the other side of the spectrum, the most useless, we go to a certain bear.
Teddy was so destroyed by Persona Q.
I loved using him in 4. He was one of my favorite characters.
4, he was my secondary healer, essentially.
Yeah, not to mention he was a real ice user.
Yeah. Like, Chie can at least have her uses with her ice spells. It makes her more well-rounded, at least.
But not as much as Teddy, since he learns a multi-targeting ice spell and has better magic.
Yeah. Not to mention, he actually gets to dying level.
Well, Chie, if you go to the hot spring.
I remember seeing Chie have that in her hot spring.
Yeah, if you hang out with her at the hot spring a certain amount of time, she will eventually learn Bufudan.
I thought it was just Bufula.
No,
yeah. When you go to that 5 times. Okay. She also learns the light elemental spells, which is really weird.
And Yukiko learned the dark.
Yeah, but
no. Really, the light dark spells are instant kill, but they work very rarely, don't they?
Like, it has, like, the tier 1 light and dark spells have a 40% chance, while the tier 2 have a 60% chance.
That's pretty much...
Unless you're hitting a weakness.
Yeah, if they have a resistance to it, it still can work, but not as much.
Yeah.
And so it has a 0% chance on most bosses, doesn't it?
On pretty much every boss, you have a 0% chance with that.
Yeah, and don't even try, because you never know, they may be able to have the ability to repel.
Back to overpowered combos you get. There is it is an upgrade of the first aid interface. What it does is it will heal you.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
It is God.
But yeah. Another party member that I could never find a use for in Q, Yukari.
Yukari, I tried to find some uses for her. I did find a few.
The only problem with her is that yes, she does learn both she learns both single targeting and multi-targeting healing spells.
And she's one of the 3 characters who capture magic at 99.
Yeah, but the problem with her that I have is that
her agility.
Her agility sucks, and not to mention
What was that?
You see, your party members only naturally learn 3 skills.
Yeah.
And those skills, get replaced by the next tier once you get the next tier.
Hostile spotted.
You have to either use skill cards. Well, no. You have to use skill cards to get other skills onto your party members, and you don't get skill cards until like the 3rd dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless of course you find a good party that can get you through the dungeons easily until you get to the 3rd dungeon, you won't be finding much use for party members that need skill cards to fully flesh their abilities out.
Not to mention, around the 3rd dungeon is when enemies start using dark spells, and you need party members with dark resistance and nullification.
It hurts. The Persona 3 protagonist hurts so bad when you're in the 3rd dungeon because he's weak to darkness.
Yeah, and it doesn't go away even if his persona evolves.
Yeah. That's the worst part about the Persona 3 protagonist. But his ultimate skill is so good.
Exactly.
He gets debilitated as his ultimate skill.
Is it not Okami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that much because that was their ultimate.
Yeah, no. But yeah, what's almost going on about is that he's weak to darkness. That makes the 3 side of Q on risky mode hard.
The hardest possible because
on risky mode, if your leader dies, that's it, game over. And seeing as he's weak to darkness, that cripples him.
Yeah. So what you would want. Well, unless of course you have a darkness resistant equipment.
Yeah. Which is pretty much essential.
Yeah. And the thing about risky mode, it disables New Game Plus. Yeah. But granted, it makes it more of a it actually makes that challenge more effective. Because since it nullifies New Game Plus, that means you have to go through the game with what you have.
Hold on a second. Can I put something out? I threw a grenade through this and hit an enemy.
Yeah, I heard that. And I was just thinking to myself, wait, what? It's the ghost grenade!
Okay.
Grenade physics. Well, I actually don't like the grenades in general in this game.
Oh yeah, they got rid of them in 2 and they came back in 3, didn't they?
Yeah, in 3 they're amazing. In 2 they're okay. But it's only work with the grenade launchers again, like I said, heavy ammo.
Well, grenade launcher and they're in the form of powers, like incendiary grenades.
Not in 2.
On 2?
Incendiary grenades in 2.
Did one of the DLC characters did? I remember.
It might have been Katsumi, but I...
No, not Katsumi, not Kasumi, Zaid.
Oh, I never played that DLC.
I did. Zaid is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the thing is in Mass Effect DLC, the characters for it are overpowered as hell.
But no, here's the thing about Zaid. If you're going for a Paragon run, if you want to earn his loyalty and get his loyalty power, you have to go the Renegade path for that.
Really?
Ouch.
Oh, yeah, because if you don't, the guy he's trying to kill will get away if you go on the Paragon and he'll blame you for it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing with I think it's with a couple other characters it's like that.
No, Zaid's the only one with that.
Oh,
but
no, it's you have a chance of that with Samara.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Weird, and it essentially
as we were saying, Persona 3 protagonist is the hardest. The Persona 3 side is the harder of the two to pick for risky. Most definitely. Narukami has a natural resistance to darkness, but he has a weakness to wind. But when his persona evolves, he gets resistance to everything, and he
making him God.
And he nulls dark, I believe.
No, he's null. No, I think he also naturally has a nullification to darkness.
No, wait, yeah, that was right. He doesn't resist. He nullifies dark at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that I hate this.
But now.
This is essentially a dumb mini. It's not a mini game. It's a puzzle, but it's really dumb.
Puzzle. All right, what do we do for it?
We'll see. I have to start the puzzle. We can skip this puzzle for 100 Omni Gel. Which, if you're like me, probably, if you haven't had to repair the car once, you have it.
Do you have enough Omni Gel to skip it?
No, for my manual recovery.
Oh, great. Looks like we're going to see you suffer.
One example. Transfer the module stacks to core 2 or 3 to reactivate.
Now, we don't want to sit here for an hour, do we? Because
no,
I honestly forget this puzzle, and how I complete it without a guide is I just bullshit my way through it. Because this puzzle is really cryptic in what you have to do for watch. You see how when I bring it in, you see all those lights?
Yeah.
When the thing is lit up, that means I can put it there for watch. If I move this to Y, but look, I can't move row 2 to Y.
Oh God. This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Why did you save 100 Omni Gel for this?
Because there's walkthroughs.
Are you seriously telling me that you forgot that this was here?
No, you just forgot how to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, wherever he doesn't know how to do it.
You gotta move 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 3, 1 to 2, 3 to 1. That's not good. That goes there.
Why don't you put a banner for Gold Mine? Massive income for streamers.
Massive. We're not trying to make profit.
No. Mass Effect. Wait, there's puzzles? Wait, I didn't ask for puzzles in my shooter.
Wait, did someone just say that?
Yeah.
Wait, someone...
All I see is the thing about the gold mine.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, but I don't know, James, were you talking? Did you?
Yeah,
I lost my place.
Yeah, I was the one. I said I didn't ask for puzzles in my shooter. No one does.
Okay, I think I know what I need to do.
1, 2. This is one hell of a pace breaker.
Basically, it's what this is, and it sucks. I hate this part. Done. That's what you gotta do. Now you see why I hate that part?
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility.
But
would you like help?
I don't.
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira.
By putting in the stuff.
Yeah, use the Omni-Gel, but if you use the
Commander Shepard, I work for the Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are
got a bunch of experience.
Please note that queries
now remember
relating
I
to
didn't use this.
secrets
We're
require
not earning
privileged
profit.
access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
We are choosing to be non-profit.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Yeah. For multiple reasons.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs.
Another
User
reason.
alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Right about copyright, I guess, because they get away with all this. Like the only games we'd have to worry about is if we ever do Nintendo, but I don't see us doing Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo is picky with their copyright.
Yeah.
What's the situation?
You want to
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual
Not something
restart
you
required.
can just forget about.
Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Don't do another puzzle.
No,
Very well, Commander.
Good.
Standard enemies.
Good.
Also, you get Omni Gel if you complete the puzzle.
Good, I'd rather kill shit than do puzzles.
Now, going back to Persona Q party members, shall we?
Yeah, so let's discuss
just for something else. Yeah, just to do a brain scratch thing with going off on a random topic.
Can I do the honors of explaining why Teddy's the worst?
User alert.
I have more experience with him.
In accordance with emergency
You have more experience. I'm the one who found out the hard way.
Yes, but
Go ahead.
So, if any of you played Persona 4, you know that Teddy's main shtick is that he heals and has main ice spells. However, he has a few physical attacks. In Q, that still applies. He's the only character who learns Mabufudyne naturally. Unlike Tsuru.
Before you continue, let me mention, when you go to repair the passenger trams, you're going to be fighting a bunch of, what's it called? You repair the landline connection, it's a bunch of Rachni. When you're repairing the main power, it's Gat.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Now entering main reactor. User alert.
Yeah.
Main reactor shut down in
Alright, so yeah, back onto the topic of Teddy. So in Q, that's what it mainly does. He learns Mabufudyne, and Dirahan as his last spell, or am I wrong about that?
Dirahan is his last natural spell.
Okay, yeah. And when he gets to level 55 and his persona evolves, he learns Amrita, which fully restores the HP and cures status ailments of one party member for 40 SP. And he also gains more elemental resistances, and he gains a nullification to dark, which is useful.
Now, the problem with him...
Oh, there's a lot of them.
For one thing, first of all, Amrita is single targeting.
You could do that easier with your navigators to heal them and all. Secondly...
Not to mention, salvation is a thing in this game, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. No, it isn't. Salvation isn't in Persona Q.
What's the Persona Q's? Yeah, it's not. Never mind. But still.
Yeah. Let me go over something else. Teddy's weapon of choice. His weapon of choice is a claw, and he's only useful for close range combat. Let's go over the problem. He's more useful in the back row than he is the front row.
Because he's a mage.
And not to mention his strength only caps at 69.
But Tish.
And his magic does not max out.
At all.
And something else, he is slow and he is fragile as
his only good stat is his luck stat.
Which is the second highest, the highest being Ken. But yeah, Teddy overall is just...
He's a horrible party member in Q.
And quoting GameFAQs Guide to the Pros and Cons, this is one of his cons. Useless.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, because I love Teddy, but the game is...
It hurt him really badly. And he gets shit on a lot in the story.
Exactly, which is a shame.
Yeah, Teddy abuse isn't right at all.
Exactly, he gets being way...
He gets abused. He wanted to score with every chick in the party.
Exactly, and to be quite honest... Yeah, but I feel sorry for him. Not just in the story, but also in battle. He can't even redeem himself in battle. He could if you can try and make him good, but
by using skill cards
and some sub personas, but still
he's still kind of useless,
which is unfortunate.
The thing that makes him the most useless is his stats.
Exactly.
Because like I think all of his points go into his stat, into his luck.
Yeah.
And occasionally his magic.
Let's go over his elemental resistances and what he resists. He's weak to electricity. And he resists ice. When his persona evolves, he's still weak to electricity, but he resists wind.
What?
What happened?
Watch out, as I open the next door.
Oh Alright. Boy.
But before
they're
that...
right there. Yep, they're right there.
They're 2 Geth Destroyers!
Wait, what?
You'll see.
Oh, hi! Oh, God! Okay, back to what I was saying. And when his persona evolves, he gains resistance to wind, he nulls ice, and he nulls dark. And that null to dark, he's one of the few party members who has a natural nullification to dark, which makes him useful for against enemies with dark, but there's other party members with that use.
Second most useless party member is Yukari, and we've gone over her problems. Oh.
I had to kill those Geth Destroyers because they're at the exit.
Death count 7?
Death count 7.
Yep.
The annoying thing is I pressed Y and said you get to throw another grenade. Even though you can't throw 2 grenades.
Oh, yep. Bye, Nick.
Watch back the footage. He pulls back his arm to throw another grenade.
Yeah, that.
No!
Well, let's get off the topic of useless party members and go on to the more useful ones.
Yeah. Let's talk about let's go. For some of you who are wondering, wow, lots of characters are slow. Let's go over some fast characters. Like, I'm not sure if he's the fastest, but let's go over the lovable Koromaru.
Koro-chan. Koro-chan is fucking awesome.
Koromaru's main elements are fire and darkness, and when his persona powers up, he's one of the characters who gets a resist to null dark. But weak to light, but very few enemies use light spells.
Now, Koromaru's main status is agility. And physical, I believe his strength is good too.
Yeah, and his main weapon is a knife, just like Yosuke, meaning he's more effective in the front row, but you're better off keeping him in the back.
However, Koromaru has a really good skill when his persona powers up.
I forget, what was it called?
It's an upgraded version of Bloody Vanguard.
Oh, yes, I forget what it was called, but pretty much that means...
By the way, we have to do the puzzle again.
No! Well, at least we'll have something to talk about. So, when he attacks first, every other character that follows will
do more damage.
And seeing as his agility is the highest, he'll most likely go first, and everyone else will just deal a shitload of damage. And when you have powerhouses like Kanji and Shinji in your party, their attacks go through the roof.
Yeah.
Especially with Kanji's.
Let's see. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere.
I forgot to use power junction.
Deadly Vanguard, that's right.
That's Vanguard, there we go.
Yeah. And let's just say that the Deadly Vanguard is strong.
Oh, yes. His Cerberus is the Deadly Vanguard.
Yes. Now, next up, how about we go into Aigis?
Aigis. I'll let you
everything she's in.
No.
John, explain to the people why Aigis is a great party member.
I said earlier, she's the best tank.
She is the best tank.
Well, let's go into more detail why.
Well, let me just...
I just went to scare. I just heard an army of Arachni, and I just can't see them.
Let me just bring up Palladion here. Palladion is her persona. And when she maxes out her level, she is one of the party members that gets 99 strength. Her magic is at 61. Her endurance is at 92. So she has overall great offensive and defensive strengths.
And if I recall correctly, her weapon is useful in the back row. It's a range, right?
it's now the description for her when you're looking at her in the overall party view says that she's best in the back row. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that in the slightest.
Yeah, you would think it's true due to the fact that they're guns and they're more useful in the back row.
However, she is definitely the most useful in the front row. She has a skill called Swordbreaker, which has medium chance of having physical damage versus the user's row. Now, physical attacks usually hit the front row.
I just noticed something by looking at the profile for the person who gave the answer.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility.
Yeah.
Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
I'll screen
This
share my
system is monitored to respond to the name Mira.
Oh boy.
So those of you watching won't see it, but why? Why?
That's...
Why do they keep showing up?
I don't know. But
Commander Shepard,
going
I work
on.
for the Citadel
Now,
Special Tactics and
I guess has weaknesses in the fact that her agility caps at 52, that her luck caps at 56. Granted, she's a robot. Well, yeah, which makes sense for her. But she has resistance to stab damage, because in Persona Q they actually split up the damage again.
Yeah, just like in Persona 3, so there's piercing, cutting,
there's stab, cut, and bash attacks, instead of just plain physical stat.
Yeah.
Now, her skills, by the time that she reaches level 41, she will have the current skills. Swordbreaker, which will have the physical damage versus the user's row. She learns Heavy Shot, which is a heavy stab attack that pierces to the back row. She also learns Life Wall. Take attacks in place of all allies in the entire party.
With reduced damage. And not to mention, Life Wall also naturally reduces the damage.
Yes, so great tank character. Now,
landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Anime as fuck. Yeah.
Yes. Now, we have to find someone to talk about.
Now,
Okay,
when she...
Shepard, why are you staring at Tali?
It's canon.
Tali staring into my eyes. I am Ghost Rider.
Now, when Palladian evolves into Pallas Athena, she gets her final skill unlocks. Aegis Shield. High chance to nullify fire, wind, ice, and electric versus the user's row, which is fucking awesome.
An upgrade of Runic Shield.
And it's fucking awesome because it can nullify it, and it has a high chance versus the entire user's row, which makes her a great contributor to my Naoto party member, because my Naoto always has Norn, which will learn. Wait, do they learn? Does the Norn Shield? I forget. But
yeah, we learned Runic Shield.
Yeah, the Norn learns Runic Shield, which is a medium chance to nullify fire, wind, ice, and elect. Yeah. And not to mention Zen and Ray are back row party members as well. Not to mention Zen and Ray are back row party members as well, and they have a skill like that themselves.
Yeah.
Now, when she gains a resistance to wind, but she will keep her weakness to electricity.
Manual restart required.
Yeah, and when her persona falls, she gains a resistance to stab.
No, she always has a resistance to stab.
Okay.
I just noted that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's go over the other features.
Now, a few choice skill cards to give to Aegis. Oh.
User alert.
Yeah, I just put that.
Down in accordance with
Now,
emergency
a few choice skill cards to give to Aegis.
Manual restart
Power
required.
Charge is a choice. But now, when you get to the final dungeon, you will find a treasure chest that has a rare,
a one-of-a-kind skill card.
A one-of-a-kind skill card.
Lightwave.
Now, this skill would normally only be on the Asura persona, but you find it as a skill card in the final near the final floors of the final dungeon. And it is severe physical damage on one enemy. Now, another important note for Aigis. Coming back from Persona 3, she has Orgia mode, which maximizes her damage.
And pretty much makes her go on the assault.
Yes. So, what I love to do with Aigis, I buff her to all hell. I give her freaking Heat Riser, I give her Guiding Sword, and Power Charge.
What about Zura Instincts, or...
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, that's too risky.
Yeah. I do Heat Riser, Guiding Sword, and Power Charge. And then I go into Orgia mode next turn, and fucking unleash the Light Wave.
Yeah. Although, here's the thing about Orgia mode. It only lasts for 3 turns.
And when she gets out of Orgia mode, she goes into cooldown state.
When she can't move for a while, and she takes more damage in cooldown.
Yeah.
So...
But her skills still work.
Yeah.
Which means that Aegis Shield can still help her, and so can the Swordbreaker.
Especially if you try to get zapped by Zeo9.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn to talk about a character. Let's go over one of my favorites. Let's go over everyone's favorite folding chair wrestler, Kanji.
Kanji, I like him as a character, but before I've seen his stats, I don't.
In Persona 4 Golden, he's not the best. But in Persona Q, he definitely makes up for it.
Let me go over why. First off, his weapon. Kanji's main weapon of choice is the folding chair, which does bash damage, and he's only useful in the front row, and you'll want to keep him there. He's one of the few characters who maxes out his strength at 99 naturally. He is a great strength and endurance character. However, he's also slow, like in Persona 4. In fact, if I recall correctly, he's slower than Aigis.
Let me just go down to confirm that. Yeah, his agility caps at 46.
Yeah. And he's one of the magic user.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, Takumi Kazuchi.
Yeah, let me go over that. Takumi Kazuchi's main element is electricity.
To be more precise, electricity mixed with physical damage.
Yeah, that's
because in Persona Q they bring the elemental attacking. Essentially.
Yeah. So it starts out with lightning smash, then
Bolt strike.
Bolt strike,
which is a light bash plus electric attack.
And then it gets to the medium level, lightning smash.
And then Thunder Smash as its
highest. And he also learns, he also learns Tarukaja and then Matarukaja, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yes.
And then he also learns Bestial Roar and Dragon Howl.
Cry. Dragon Cry. Dragon Cry lets you act first, and it greatly raises your physical attack 3 turns.
Bestial Roar does the same thing, but Dragon Cry's an upgrade of that.
Yes.
This pretty much makes up for Kanji's agility, since when he activates that, he'll go first.
He will always go first.
And he'll have
unless you have a boosted character.
Yeah, that's
Landline connections are disabled.
And because boosted characters, I believe, always override that.
He has the resistance to electricity, but he's weak to wind. When his persona evolves into Rockton Mao, he also gains resistance to bash attack, and he learns his unique skill, Uprising. Uprising is an upgrade of Rebel Spirit. When you face an enemy with higher HP, his attack increases. This is useful for FOEs and bosses.
It's especially useful against bosses,
since they'll always have higher HP than him, meaning that he'll just destroy them. Kanji is just one of those. Is a great character that will absolutely destroy anything.
Oh my god! I think Rockton Mao is the title that Rockton Mao has is apparently refers to Oda Nobunaga.
Oh my god.
That's kind of hilarious. Those who don't know who Oda Nobunaga is, well, do a bit of research on the Sengoku era of Japan.
Exactly.
Okay.
In this game, back on top of Mass Effect, recoil adapters until you get to like rank 5 or higher, they're sort of useless.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah,
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
More shots. A shotgun bait, most shots at base are 3.5.
Yikes.
Now, how about I get into the counterparts of Kanji Tatsumi, the Persona 3 counterparts?
There's another type of ammo you don't get till, I believe, New Game Plus. It is explosive ammo.
Yes.
It decreases it decreases your amount of shots by about 30%. Mostly. It is the most powerful type of ammo, but it overheats your gun ridiculously fast. To the point where you only are going to get one shot with that gun. I would suggest not putting it on the assault rifle.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
You don't need to hit the enemy, you just gotta hit near the enemy.
And then it explodes.
Yes.
Now, let me get into the
7 types of this ammo at rank 10 each.
Now, let me get into the counterparts of Kanji Tatsumi from Persona 3 side. Ooh, it's the one, the only, Cooking Shinji.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Let's go.
Shinjiro Aragaki. He is.
Let's go over some similarities.
A tragic hero from Persona 3.
Well, let's go over one of his similarities. Like Kanji, he uses bash type weapons, although instead of a folding chair,
he uses a fucking hammer
with
one hand.
Passenger
yes.
trams are offline.
He is that fucking strong. He can use a hammer with one hand.
And for his follow-up attack, he throws it like a boomerang.
Yes. And it's beautiful. Alright, Shinjiro Aragaki. His persona is Castor, one of the two Gemini twins.
The other being Polydeuces.
Yes. Now, the thing about Castor, it starts off with the skill Teardrop, a light bash attack that greatly lowers the target's defense for that turn. So think of it as a one-turn Rakunda mixed with a bash attack.
I would like to point out that we are currently going to war. So you might want to see this. This is ridiculous. My entire radar just...
Oh, God.
To bomb some Rachni! Continue about Shinji.
Now, as he levels up, he learns...
Get out of the way! I just wasted the entire clip shooting Tali.
Now, as Castor levels up, he learns Rakunda, and then the very next skill he learns is Marakunda, to replace it. After that, he learns Moondrop, an upgraded version of Teardrop, and then his third and final, quote-unquote, skill is Return from Yomi, giving him a medium chance of HP restore when his HP drops below 30%, which I wish that he had it in Persona. He had something like that in Persona 3.
This pretty much
Shinji, why?
This pretty much gives him a second win.
Yeah. And if you give him Endure, fuck the enemies.
The enemies will not live to see another day.
I think I'm healing faster than the poison is killing me.
Now, his final skill that he naturally learns is Star Drop, a heavy bash attack that, a heavy version of Moondrop. Now, when his persona evolves, he gets the skill Whirlwind Swing, which gives him a medium chance to add splash effect on single target attack skills.
It upgraded a version of Colossal Swing, which had a low chance of adding it.
Now, imagine this, mixed with Star Drop. He can multi-hit, and I don't think it adds the debuff, however.
I don't think, it doesn't.
Now, when he maxes out his stats, he's one point below Kanji when it comes to strength, being at 98.
But he has
good magic stat. Very good magic stat at 60. Yeah, he also has his endurance at 90, and his agility is higher than Kanji's, being 55, and his luck is actually better than Kanji's as well, being 59.
Here's something else to know about him. While he has no strengths to any element, he also has no weaknesses.
Which is a pro and a con in both sides.
Meaning the only way the enemy's gonna down Shinji is if they use a skill that makes him weak to that element and follow up with it, or if they land a critical hit on him.
Yeah. Overall, Shinji is a really good tank to have in the front row. No. What you want to do for Shinji, there are 2 skill cards that you definitely want to get for him. Now, the way that skill cards work in Persona Q, you actually have to sacrifice the sub-persona that has the card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means that you have to repurchase personas a lot.
So money is very important in that game.
Yeah, you will be grinding for money a lot. It is plentiful at times, but you're definitely gonna be grinding a lot.
You need it at all times, especially when you need to heal at the nurse's office.
Because the way that the nurse's office works in Persona Q, it scales by whatever your level is.
So if you're level 1, it'll cost 100, 2, 200, and when you
and so on. When you reach 99, when you reach 90.
Jesus, Nick, calm down.
So when you reach the level cap, you have to spend 9,900 yen in order to recover the entire party. But granted, it's an entire party recovery, so that's useful.
I would like to point something out that if you do not have Tali or Garrus, you better be kicking yourself here. If you have both,
user alert.
Much good.
Loose contaminants in
Alright,
the
let's fly next.
Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Let me guess. Hacking?
Yes, hacking. Now, look what's way.
They're locked in.
Alright, let me see. Let's just wait for a stream to catch up.
Oh, you got to be.
Oh God.
No!
Nick, what have you done?
Wait, I need to catch up. Come on, I hate when I'm behind on stream. I just wish there was a way I could catch up on stream.
Well, while we're waiting, there are 2 skill cards you definitely want to give to Shinji. Give him Dragon Cry, because it will make him it will give that power even more power.
And not to mention, it'll actually be able to have a chance to make Star Drop effective.
Yes.
Okay, now,
you also want to give him Endure.
Make sure you have enough electronics.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
Otherwise?
It will burn track 9 here. Just spawn 1 track 9. But since apparently my electronics skills are low, we gotta do this the hard way.
Well, what's the hard way?
Kill them. You have to fight them.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, Shinjiro, and the second skill card that you want to give to Shinjiro is Endure. Oh, because fuck the enemies. Oh. Hey, I'm still alive. And then return from Yomi, and then fuck you guys. Okay, James, your turn.
Alright, another character to talk about. Alright.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just... Oh,
what else could I talk? Yes, I know who else to talk about. Going back to the Persona 4 side, let's talk about the Prince of Disappointment, Yosuke.
Captain Ressentiment himself.
Yes, Captain Ressentiment. Let's go. Alright, something else. Yosuke's main weapon is knives, like Koromaru, which are cutting, meaning that his physical attacks are effective in the front row, but he could also be used in the back row. Yosuke has the second highest agility, which, as we said before, Koromaru having the highest. His physical attack stat isn't that high.
The problem with Yosuke is that he's an all-rounder. A literal all-rounder.
His main element of choice is wind. He learns Garu, then Garula, and then Garudyne. I think he also had the Ma of that, right?
No, he learns the wind slashing skills.
Oh yeah, he has the wind slashing skills, and he learns Sukukaja and Ma Sukukaja.
Yes.
I would like to point out that the title of this stream has been very fitting. I call it Deep Space Stupidity, and I have died.
It says to space on my end.
Then refresh your page because it's.
I saw Deep Space Stupidity.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll just leave it as it is for right now because the stream hasn't lagged out on me.
The most in this episode.
Good.
Now,
Yosuke's main element of choice is wind, and he's had the weakness to electricity. When his persona evolves, he also gains a resistance to fire and a nullification to wind. Yosuke,
while he's useful, he's also weak.
Yeah. When his persona evolves,
when he gets his ultimate equipment, that gets nullified. That weakness gets nullified, essentially.
Yeah, when his persona Jiraiya evolves into Susanoo, he gets his 4th unique skill, Death Needle.
Death Needle is very unique, as in it's the only type of skill in its kind. It is a single targeting pierce type attack
that does heavy damage and has a low chance to inflict instant kill.
However, the enemy has to be afflicted with a status ailment.
Yes. And obviously, you shouldn't try it on bosses.
I won't look heavily on
you can inflict status ailments on bosses, but I don't.
You can bind the final boss. The final boss is weak to binds.
Yes, meaning that you can still bind
up taken by surprise and had civilians to protect.
No, bind.
Yeah.
Binding skills.
Sure as hell doesn't feel like
No.
The board's sending us Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday, and we haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
I've got
a good sub-persona to give to Yosuke, Seth. AKA Seth.
Man the perimeter!
Because Seth... Yes. You know, the Rocket Red Reaper. As he would prefer to be called. But, yeah, Seth has a lot of good wind-based skills, which definitely complements Yosuke's skill set.
It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I think he naturally learns wind and, which is, what you definitely want for Yosuke.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, Yosuke, he's all around with good speed, but the only thing is his luck.
Definitely the Captain of Disappointment shows when you look at his luck stat.
Does he have the lowest luck in the game?
I don't remember. Let me actually just... Pros and cons. Let's see. Yosuke. Yeah, he's got the lowest luck.
Ouch.
But his high agility offsets it. He's the weakest of all the all-rounders. He's the 7th in Magic, but he's stronger than the Persona 4 main character, at least in Magic.
Yeah.
He's 11th in Attack. Sad. Yeah. It's better to just give Yosuke buff and healing and/or instant death skills, it says, but F that. I use my brosuke the way I want to use him.
Yeah, if you can find a way, he has his good points, and if you make use of them, he can be really good.
Yes.
We are now facing the opposite direction.
What?
So sometime during that elevator ride, the entire team, in order, turns around.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
Okay, next up we have...
I am only following...
You know what, next up I'm gonna do the other magician in Persona Q.
Oh boy.
The one, the only, Stupei or... Oh wait, no, sorry. Junpei Iori.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous.
Kind of discuss them, but that's best left for last.
Yeah, let's leave the.
Yeah.
All right.
But when they get here,
We're just talking about the characters. We're not going into plot.
Yeah, they don't.
After she lays eggs.
Yeah, yeah. Junpei Iori. Oh. Now, Junpei Iori has a bunch of good stats, but a bunch of bad stats as well.
Obviously, they were wrong.
First, the weapon. His main weapon is a two-handed sword like Narukami, meaning that he does cut damage and is good in the front row.
Now, he is great in the front row. He fucking annihilates people by using his sword like a baseball bat.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
Yeah.
No.
If he was in Persona 4, he would definitely be using that iron bat weapon.
Yes.
Now,
you see, I can still use it.
Now, Junpei's main skills consist of fusion of the blast type skills.
How do we set up
blast type skills are bash and fire attack. He also learns Rakukaja, and then he learns Death Chaser, a passive. No wait, not passive. He learns Death Chaser, which applies a buff to himself. Death Chaser. User may follow up his throw attacks for 3 turns.
Yeah, however,
so pretty much he becomes an automatic follow-up attacker.
Oh my god, that guy just died. He got impaled.
I will mention, do not melee in this game. It's like Evil Within. It's useless.
Now,
Death Chaser, another thing to note about it, you need to use some HP to activate it.
Yeah, but in all honesty...
Oh, Pyrax, my
connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Oh,
okay. Let me just... Ouch. That stings. I feel that. Now, Junpei's stats cap at the following. His HP caps at 378. His SP caps at the lowest being 89. Which hurts. It hurts. But at least he doesn't have any magic skills in this. His attack stat caps it at 89, which is 10 below most of the physical attackers.
So somebody keep in mind, the only thing it uses SP for is for Marakukaja.
Yeah.
To increase the defense.
What? Well, yeah. I'm alright with that, in all honesty, because it's better than it's way better than the way that it works in Tsunogami Tensei 4, where every skill uses magic, even for the physical fighters. Yeah, but in all honesty, once you get used to the using HP for attacking, you learn how to be prepared for that. Now, as I was saying, his pros, he has high attack and high defense. His defense stat caps at 76. His attack stat caps at 89. His speed makes him rank 13 in terms of speed, being at 50.
Slow.
But he's faster than most of the tank characters, at least. His luck is actually pretty good as well. His luck and magic both cap at 64.
That's pretty
Chugga's
good.
favorite number.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yes.
Still. Now, when Junpei's persona evolves, he gains Golden Gemini, an upgraded version of Heroic Gemini. Golden Gemini allows a medium chance of attack skills executing twice. Now, when you do this with Death Chaser, this together with his ultimate skill makes him the best character to fight Link. Link skills are essentially you slash an enemy with an elemental attack, and then every ally afterwards will also have it. They essentially get an added attack after their own attack.
Golden Gemini is a sexy skill.
Golden Gemini is so good. He resists fire. He resists fire naturally. When his persona becomes Trismegistus, he resists light. He will always have a weakness to wind, however.
Yeah.
But this can be remedied by sub-personas.
Yes, so... Junpei tries his best, and to be quite honest, that's all he can do.
Yeah.
He's not that
no, he's useful. He's useful in his own right.
You just need to make sure if you pick him, if you send him in the right situation, have him in the right situation, he
is deadly.
But outside those certain situations, he's
he's meh.
He's meh. Be right back. While James does his.
Alright.
I get Persona 3 characters.
Alright. So back to Persona. Alright, let's get back onto the Persona 4 side. Let's see. Right now, we're going to cover my favorite female party member, Yukiko Amagi. Which means we're getting into the priestess. Let's go over Yukiko. Yukiko is one of the mages in the game, and she's one of the 3 characters who capture magic at 99.
Yes.
Yeah, she captures magic at 99, like Yukari and Mitsuru. Her weapon of choice is a folding fan, which does cutting damage and is best used in the back row.
It's essentially a boomerang.
Yeah, she barely will be doing any physical attacking, since she'll be mainly focused on
her attack damage maxes at 56.
Yeah.
However, it's not her weakest stat.
Yeah. Yukiko's main choice of magic is fire. She learns Agi, and then Agi-Lao and Agi-Dine, and
etc. etc.
And she learns the Ma versions of
she learns the Miragi.
Yeah, and she has Dia Rahan, the Dia line for her healing. And she has a resistance to fire, but she's weak to ice. When her persona later evolves into Amaterasu, she gains a resistance to electricity. She resists fire, but she's still weak to ice. And when her persona Yes, we know, Nick. Anyway, when her persona evolves, she gains the skill Inferno boost, which greatly raises the requirement over.
Combine this with the amp and the boost, the natural fire boost and fire amp skill, and you have an annihilating Inferno.
Yes.
It definitely shows her inner rage that she can have.
Yes.
As shown by the anime.
Yes. Now,
my God.
Now for
Flaming Eyes Yukiko is so terrifying.
Now for some of the weaknesses. Obviously, since she's a mage, she's kind of made of glass, so...
She has the lowest HP and defense amongst all characters.
Yeah.
She's also the lowest agility among all pure magic users.
Yeah, so... She's kind of a glass cannon.
However, she has an amazing luck stat at 84.
Yes.
So, what you could do is just swap her luck with her agility. Because in Persona Q, you can get accessories that swap stats.
Yeah,
which can remedy some characters, but in all honesty...
I'm also recording this entire conversation just so when I get Persona Q.
That's fine.
But yeah, sometimes I find those items purely situational.
Yeah, especially with the HP SP swapping skills, because those are fucking useless.
Yeah, what the hell is with those?
I guess it's just in case you have the right sub-persona.
I like you to pay attention to Tally's armor there. It merged into her skin for a second.
Okay.
I would like to point this out.
Binary Helix Research Facility.
Mass Effect 1 has the worst loading time for textures.
Oh, God.
Now, Yukiko...
My disk is somewhat damaged because it's old. I got this game back when it first came out.
Right. Another con to Yukiko is she's too slow to use healing skills like Yukari. Yeah. And she only learns Dia Rahan.
Yeah, so you'll have to use some skill cards if you want to get her up to speed with healing.
Yeah, she's a good fire mage, essentially.
Yeah.
But if you give her the right skill cards, it makes her even better.
Yeah, that still doesn't change that she's my favorite girl from Persona 4, and she's she's in my opinion one of my best party members. She's one of my main party in 4, and I don't mind using her in Q from time to time.
Sorry, we couldn't.
And also, she completely laughs at the 3rd dungeon.
Oh yeah, the 3rd dungeon is essentially a horror maze
with jump scares.
Man the perimeter. Look out!
It was kind of creepy, in all honesty.
The FOE is just creepy, and the second one is jump scares.
Well, granted, when you know the backstory to Persona Q in general, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
We won't say anything because spoilers.
Thanks for the help.
Nick, why'd you read the backstory? It makes it more emotional.
Better since we locked down the elevator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I died in the hot labs.
We're 9.
Okay. Now, on to the next of the party members. Let's go for the Emperor of Persona 3. The 3 of 3, to be more precise. Coming in as your 3rd party member in Persona 3 is Akihiko Sanada.
3rd?
Yeah, you get him 3rd.
Oh yeah, I just got confused because I was like, oh wait, it's not. I thought you meant the main 3. Never mind, I got confused. Continue.
The 3rd person you get in Persona 3, and he is your Emperor Arcana, the 3rd, the Arcana.
Liam O'Brien, Akihiko Sanada.
Liam O'Brien, aka Gara, and among other voices. But still, anyway, Akihiko Sanada is a beautiful, beautiful fighter. So beautiful.
His main weapon of choice.
Weapon of choice. He is a boxer, so he fights with his fists.
Meaning that you have to put him in the front row.
He is a front row fighter through and through.
Yep.
And when you get his ultimate weapon, he has ice element to his fists.
After she lays eggs,
he has frozen fists of fury.
That without a queen,
what the fuck is that?
Now, his initial persona, Polyjuice.
Then I will give Mira
Rated M for mature.
Well, you know Fox News had a fit over this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's Fox News for you. But anyway, let's get away from that. We don't want to go on that discussion because that's boring. But yeah, Akihiko Sanada is of the Emperor Arcana. When he starts out, all he knows is Zio. But as he grows stronger and stronger, he learns Tarunda, which lowers attack for enemies. He learns Death Counter, which will counter-attack whenever the user's row is attacked, which makes him a great front-row liner. He learns Zionga to replace Zio. Then he learns Tarunda to lower the attack for all enemies. And then he learns Ziodyne, a heavy electric attack.
Now you're wondering, well, if he's a boxer, his magic won't be good.
No, his magic is actually really good.
Yeah, his magic isn't that bad. Even
I would like to join the conversation again for a second.
Online, how can I help you?
Activate the neutron turret.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079.
It looks just fine so far.
When I'm done this conversation, initiate the neutron turret.
Verified.
Okay.
2 minutes to get out of this area.
120 seconds.
My tip? Run like hell.
Mumble the code.
Oh god. I see what you mean now.
Oh my god.
Let me see. I need to see.
All those enemies.
Oh my god.
Wait,
run,
what?
Nick, run!
Oh my god!
I can't run.
For a second, I thought I had to increase the death counter. Anyway, going back.
I have to point out my health when we get out. Oh my god, that is.
Now let's go back to Akihiko here. Now, when his persona evolves, it becomes the one, the only Caesar. He gains the passive skill Conqueror title, which increases his critical hit rate.
By a lot.
add in skill cards or sub-personas to further boost this crit rate and damage, he has an amazing crit stat.
Where are the guards?
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, frig, I remember. This mission has 3 different outcomes, depending on what you do. You can go into the facility and there's someone who will help you give you access to the security area. If you go and do the hot labs like I did, it's the quickest. This has no effects on the other games.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders.
What about the others?
Open fire!
What about the other outcomes?
The other outcomes is just go full renegade and just kill every security guard between here and Benezia.
Alright. What about the Paragon?
If you do like this, you will
Now, going back to Akihiko, he is an all-rounder character. He's the 3rd highest in agility, so he's just below Yosuke. He's also got higher HP and attack than the Persona 4 main character, which makes him an amazing all-rounder. Now, his stats are as follows. His HP is 411. 411, huh. And his SP is, wow, 119.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's weird. Anyway, moving on. His attack stat caps at 95. That can be remedied by his weapons and overall equipment. His magic stat caps at 80, which is surprising because you'd think that he was just a fighter.
Exactly. And if earning
his defense stat caps at 73, it's decent for the kind of all-rounder he is.
Yeah.
His speed stat is legendary, being 86. He's the 3rd fastest. And his luck stat is 67. But, you know, compared to all of his other stats, that's fine. He's an amazing character. Starting off, he's actually got one of the least amount of flaws. He's only got 1 con. Even though he's an all-rounder with high agility, he has average it.
Yeah.
Making it difficult for him to constantly use his support and healing skills.
And he mainly
but that is fine, because he can make up for that with his fists.
Yeah.
He has a natural resistance to electricity and a natural weakness to ice. But when his persona evolves, he gets a resistance to cut at least. Which is hilarious, when you think about who he is.
Yeah.
His persona becomes Caesar. How did Caesar die?
Cut.
He got stabbed.
37 times.
Yeah. Et tu, Brute?
Well, it's stabbed, not cut, but it's still by a sword. Close enough.
Yeah.
Also,
it's not as sad as
be a shop right here.
Jean d'Arc's. Yeah, Akihiko Sonata is definitely a great party member to have. Give him the right skill cards and he is godly with his fists.
Yes. And now let's go over his quote-unquote pupil on the Persona 4 side. Representing the cherry for the Persona 4 side, it's our everyone's favorite carnivore's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka. Alright, Chie is another one of the main physical attackers. Her weapon of choice is her own feet, meaning that she's best in the front row. And they do bash damage. Chie's strength is pretty high. It doesn't cap at 99 like Kanji.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does? Yeah.
Her attack stat caps at 99.
Yes, it caps like 99 like Kanji, but she doesn't have the endurance like Kanji.
Her endurance, well, defense to be more precise, is 82 when it caps.
As high as Kanji's. And her agility, isn't her agility pretty high, if I remember correctly?
Her speed is 66. Oh. She's the fastest among all pure attackers.
And her magic is not good.
Her magic is 58. When comparing to all of her other stats, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I can point out that level 4 Striker is still not stronger than our level 2 Stinger.
Alright,
this gun that we got in the first mission is
still great.
Lovely.
Now, going back to GA.
Alright, let's go over GA. GA's main persona is Tomoe. She has the resistance to ice, but she's weak to fire. Her first skill that she gets is Sleeper Punch.
Which is a light bash attack
that has a medium chance of putting the enemy to sleep.
Pretty much her skills will involve bash and sleep.
Yeah, which is useful because if the enemy's put to sleep, that'll negate their turn.
Her very next skill is Power Charge.
Power Charge pretty much triples the attack of her next strike, which is very useful for a character like her.
And she gets that at level 15. That's like way early.
Yeah, and then she learns the medium level of the Sleeper Punch. I forget what it's called.
No, then she learns Critical Eye.
Oh, yeah,
which raises the critical hit rate for target's critical hit rate for 3 turns. No one gets fusion spells in this game.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to have fusion spells in all honesty.
Yeah. And then the medium level of Sleeper Punch. I forgot. Sonic Punch. Yeah, and then
she gets Brain Shake.
Then she gets Brain Shake, which the heavy bash attack with medium chance to sleep, and then she learns Mind's Eye, which
raises the critical hit rate for 3 turns for the entire party.
However, the thing is, it eats up a lot of SP, and she doesn't have a lot of that.
She only gets 83 SP out of the entire game, which means she is definitely a physical attacker.
Yeah, but you'll still want to give her some SP just so she at least has enough to use Power Charge a lot.
So get her a sub-persona that has at least decent SP for her.
Yeah, so she can use Power Charge a lot.
And Mind's Eye. Because her ultimate skill boosts her ultimate skill.
Persona evolves into Suzuka Gungan. She gains a nullification to ice, she's still weak to fire, and she resists light. And she learns Raging Fist, which heavily increases her damage of critical attacks.
Suzuka Gungan. Yeah, she doesn't get a nullification to ice.
Oh, no,
she just resists ice.
Oh.
Yeah, in Q they don't evolve their resistances.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that, but yeah. If you give her a skill card for Warrior's title, which slightly increases her critical rate, she will be dealing damage left and right.
However, her ultimate skill, Furious Fists, which is kind of hilarious, seeing as she uses her feet.
Oh yeah, oh no wait, that's it, Furious Fists. It's an upgrade of Raging Fists.
Yes.
That's what I was going to choose.
Which greatly raises her critical hit damage.
Yes, and like I said,
with her with Mind's Eye, and she is a great critical hitter.
Yeah.
She's on par with Akihiko. She's the fastest of all the pure attackers. She learns Power Charge, which increases and a skill that increases critical rate.
Yeah.
Her ultimate skill further boosts her critical damage.
Yes.
However, her cons.
Oh boy.
She has very low SP to even use her charging and critical buffing skills. Like, you would normally at most only get off one of those 2 skills. Ouch. And like Mitsuru, although she's faster than other pure attackers, many enemies will still outspeed her.
Yeah, so Dragon Stride would be useful on her.
Dragon Stride would be very useful on her. Okay, who should I go for next?
And also just because it's canon for her, I always give her God's Hand.
Yes, always give her God's Hand.
You do not
know
the privilege of being a mother.
Oh, I think the only one I have left.
I was gonna say cover the cherry for P3, but that was I already covered her.
Yeah. The only one I have left is
her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari Commando unit before? Few humans have.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight. You can return to the Citadel.
Biotics are crap, and like you said, you only fight one biotic in this game, right?
This is her.
Yeah, so this is the only time light armor would be useful.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna.
Enemies with biotic abilities, but most they do is knock you over or throw you in stasis. And biotic resistance does not count
Okay, let's get into the final.
God, what does the scouter say about our power level? It's not like it does say it's a thing. It says
not much. It's especially in this game.
Well, anyway, let's get into the last party member from the free side. Coming up next is the head of the Kirijo family, Mitsuru Kirijo, Penthesilea.
Okay, so I'm actually dead.
Oh, you died?
They all came in with shield boosts. I didn't even know they had shield boosts.
Count 10.
They've never used it on me before.
Bye, Nick.
Okay, next is Mitsuru with Penthesilea. Penthesilea is an Empress Arcana persona, being number 4.
Mitsuru's main weapon of choice is the rapier, and it does stab damage, meaning her main mode of attacking is in the front row.
Okay, and I just realized I was mixing up. And I just realized I was mixing up Emperor and Empress again. Oh well. Anyway, she's of the Empress Arcana. Her first skill is Bufu, a light ice attack. Then she learns Tarukaja and Tenparafu, of all things. Which is normally known for being Yosuke's skill.
Yeah. And unlike in Persona 3, you have control of her, so meaning she won't be doing Marin Karen all over the place.
Well, she doesn't learn charm.
Even though it's not in this game, you at least have control of her, so she won't do that like an idiot.
Well, that was the original Persona 3, and we don't talk about how her AI was.
That's ridiculous. Which is why I'm grateful for Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah. Anyway, next she learns the upgraded version of Bufu. Then, to replace Tarukaja, of all things, she learns Mind Charge.
Oh, I guess they had to start somewhere.
Yeah. And then she learns Bufudyne. Her stats cap out being her HP is 323, her SP is 155, her attack is pretty decent for a magic user, being 72, her magic is 99.
One of the 3 characters.
Her defense is 67, her speed, it's the funny number.
69.
Yep. And her luck caps at 78. Next, now let me talk about her pros. She has high magic and high SP to boot. So, and she has the highest defense among all the magic users. She has higher attack than all of them as well, except for the Persona 3 protagonist.
Yeah.
She's the 3rd in agility among magic users, aside from Naoto and Persona 3 protagonist. She has high enough luck to make her a support character to inflict status and binds rather than be an attacker. Also, her ultimate skill gives a high damage to bound enemies. Let me get into that ultimate skill. Her ultimate skill is Punishment, a physical attack of all things.
Yeah.
She does a heavy stab attack that is very effective on bound enemies, but it will remove the binds that they have.
So
in my opinion,
we are about, like, what, an hour or so in? We're almost around 2 hours into the stream. We're fairly close to going over all the characters in that game. It has the largest cast, doesn't it?
Well, it has the combined cast of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Making it the largest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying,
let me comment on Punishment. I don't find it all.
I don't find a use for it, in all honesty.
Seeing as it removes bind, I'd rather take advantage of the bind.
Yeah. Now, let me go into her cons. Although she's is faster among most.
Her evolved persona. Her persona evolves into Artemisia. She
gains a resistance to light.
Yeah,
so she has pretty much the same exact resistance and weaknesses as Tomoe.
Yeah, she resists ice but weak to fire.
Yeah. Now, although she's faster than most magic users, it's still not enough to outspeed many enemies. Her stat growth is quite dispersed, and she will be the last to reach the max magic stat. Mind Charge is too expensive in this game, but that can be fixed with a chakra ring.
Yeah.
Honestly. But you'd rather want to give that chakra ring to Naoto.
Yeah.
Her ultimate skill provides large damage to unbound enemies, but it is physical and her strength is not high enough to deal a significant damage, plus it removes the bind as well. So in all, she's not the best. Her persona design isn't the best for her character, in all honesty.
She's okay.
Now let's go into the protagonists.
Alright, so
you got Narukami, I got Makoto.
Alright, let's go over the Fool for Persona 4. It's everyone's favorite sister complex Kingpin of Steel, the winner of the P4 tournament, or the P1 tournament. It is Yu Narukami.
Crossdresser?
Crossdresser and professional pimp master.
His HP caps at 389. His SP caps at 149.
His weapon of choice is a two-handed sword like Junpei.
So
you'll cut damage, and he'll be in the. Go over.
Persona 3 protagonist can also use a sword, couldn't
he? He uses a one-handed sword like Mitsuru.
Yeah, although he does cutting instead of piercing.
Yes. So, in fact, in the original Persona 3, he used the same. In the original Persona 3 and Persona 3 Fez, he could use every type of weapon.
We do not contain
except for guns.
They will drop bombs
but
from
in the PSP version, he's stuck with one-handed swords.
You let these things out?
In the manga, he used a knife on a shadow.
I am only following the orders. Binary. This
1,000.
Binary. After she lays eggs.
Yeah, and the female protagonist uses a Naginata.
Yep.
Alright, which is still cutting. Anyway, moving on. So his main shtick is that he's a jack of all trades, a more balanced jack of all trades, and one that's better than Yosuke, although not as fast.
He's an all-rounder with strong attack and defense. He loses to the Persona 3 protagonist only in magic, agility, and luck. He works well as a tank and has both physical and magic attacks under his arsenal.
Alright, let's go over them, by the way. He starts out with Zio, which is just the light electric attack, and then later, and we already know he'll later get Zionga and Ziodyne. He also gets the electric cutting tree, and he, if I want to say this right, he gets Dekaja?
Let me see. I know he did, I think it's Dakun. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Let me, give me a sec.
Yeah.
He's a Nagi. Yeah, he learns Dakunda.
We'll get to that later.
He learns Dakunda. And he learns the Rai cutting skills.
Yeah, Dakunda. That removes buffs from enemies?
Yeah. No, it removes stat penalties on the party. You're making Daikon.
What happened, Nick?
Okay.
Great. Alright, but yeah, so
seriously,
let's go over.
Neutron Purge is the most bullshit in this game.
Alright, let's go over his persona. His persona is Izanagi.
It naturally nulls darkness.
Yeah, nulls darkness, making him better, making him one of the best party members. It resists electricity, but he's weak to wind.
However, this is greatly remedied by his ultimate persona.
Yeah, yes, there's a certain side quest that you need to complete, which I'm not going to delve into because spoilers, but once you complete that side quest, you'll be able to evolve your persona. You need to, the prerequisite for evolving personas, you need to complete that side quest, and your character needs to be at least level 55.
Both main characters have to be at 55.
Yeah, and everyone else, once you complete that, they need to be at 55 for theirs to evolve as well.
Or higher.
Yes, or higher. Hang on, I'll continue. Hang on, don't.
I'll take over.
No, I can finish it.
Okay.
I can fix this.
So, I'm almost done, so finishing up. When his persona evolves, it evolves into Izanagi no Okami, which gains a resistance to everything.
And he keeps the nullification to darkness. No, the only thing that he doesn't have a resistance to is light.
For some reason.
That's the ironic thing behind it, though, because Izanagi no Okami is a god.
Yes.
Now, he is weak to light when in all reality.
No, he's not weak to light, he just doesn't have... He's neutral. He's neutral to light.
Yeah, alright, let me finish up.
Izanami.
Izanami stayed
I'm sorry about this shit.
In hell.
Got orders from Venezia.
Well,
open fire!
Alright. Alright,
anyway.
Finishing up. Once he's evolved, he learns Heat Riser, which buffs an attack, defense, and speed of his party member for 3 turns. Overall, he's all around, and he's a pretty good party member, and he's the easier path if you're trying to play on risky mode. Seeing as if your party leader dies in risky mode, it's game over, and it's less painful with Arakami since he resists dark. Well, Null's dark. All right, you take over.
Now, well, you forgot about his stats.
Well, yeah, you go over those. I gotta get going.
Yeah. Now, the Persona 4 protagonist's stats. Go! He has 85 as his attack stat, 83 as his magic. Defense is 78, his speed is 72, and his luck is 73. He resists everything except for Hama. He's immune to Mudo. He's an all-rounder with strong attack and defense. He works well as a tank, and has both magical and physical attacks under his arsenal. He's fat. He has good enough agility, though most enemies will still tend to move after him. He may be faster than most enemies, but his agility is still 8th out of all characters. He's able to do most things with how I use him, however. His stats are too evenly balanced is actually one of his cons, funnily enough. He's the 2nd weakest as an attack user, 3rd weakest as a magic user. Which is weird. He's outshone by the unique characters at high levels, with the exception of being able to equip sub-personas, but blah blah blah. Now, both main characters are still very useful throughout the entire game. They're the most stable and strong in their stats throughout.
Yeah, they made it that way so you could use them.
And plus, general favoritism towards protagonists will tend to make you give them the best accessories, making them much stronger.
However, like I said, let me quickly comment back on this. Narukami was the less painful on risky mode. Makoto.
Well, let me get into that when I actually start talking about the poor unfortunate soul.
Yes.
Makoto Yuki.
The main protagonist of Persona 3, originally known as Minato Arisato, but the Persona 3 movie canonically changed his name to Makoto Yuki.
Yes. And it actually fits in. Yeah.
Yes, but unlike with Narukami, you couldn't fit Narukami or something.
Yeah, you actually can't fit in the name Narukami. It only has an 8-character limit. Or it doesn't have enough letters to fit Narukami, which is hilarious. Anyway, going into Makoto Yuki's skill. I keep wanting to say Makoto Naegi because I've been playing Danganronpa too much. Anyway, he starts off with the basic fire skill, Agi. Then he learns the light cut fire attack, Garento. He learns the entire pure Agi line, and he also learns the cut fire attack line.
Ending with
no scope! That's no scope!
The sniper without the scope.
Smoke weed every day.
He also learns Dekaja, which removes stat buffs from all enemies, which is a very nice skill. Now, when his persona evolves, oh yes, he has a great skill. He learns when his persona becomes Messiah, he learns Debilitate. That means you will always have Debilitate if you're on Persona 3 side, which is great, because this is very useful against FOEs and bosses. It removes the need for others to carry debuff skills. He has high magic, SP, and luck. He's very suitable to be a strong magic attacker, healer, and or buffer. He has one of the fastest agility stats, and is sure to move before any enemy, making him very versatile. He's immune to light when his persona evolves, and he resists all 4 elements when his persona evolves.
Although unlike he doesn't resist
he's a constant main character, according to GameFAQs. And equipping the 10 plus status accessory makes him stronger in magic and faster than anyone.
Go! Yeah. However, unlike
Izanagi no Okami, he still has neutral damage when it comes to physical skills. and he's still weak to darkness. All endgame FOE has Mamudon and will use it at the start of the battle.
Like I said, on risky mode, you're insane if you choose Makoto, since if your leader dies, meaning that FOE uses a dark spell on Makoto, your ass is sent back to where you last saved.
Now, despite being a front row player, he excels in the back row due to his average defenses, but I still put him in the front row regardless.
Yeah.
He has low defense, ranking 11th out of all playable characters. But let me go over his actual stats. He gets 367 as his HP, 137 as his SP. His attack stat is 79, which is pretty decent for a magic user. His magic stat is 93. His defense stat is 64. His speed, 77. His luck, 81. And when you get his ultimate equipment, he truly becomes a messiah. Now, it's time. It's time for... What? It's time for Zen and Ray.
Alright.
They are the unique characters of Persona Q.
Alright.
Now, the way that Zen and Ray work, Zen is the one that actually fights, while Ray works as your support.
Let me go over the weapon. His weapon of choice is dual bow gun, meaning that he's in the perfect for the back row, should always be in the back row.
Yes.
He's always supposed to be in the back row. And for their element, they resist darkness, but they're weak to light.
Yeah, but well, I won't go into why that makes sense.
They have at least while they don't know darkness, they at least have a resistance to it, so it's good enough.
Now, yeah, they start off with the skill Bane Slice, a light cut attack with medium chance of curse. Curse is an amazing status ailment. Pretty much whenever an enemy attacks you, they take back the damage.
It is very, very useful. Not to mention
they also start off with the skill Serene Journey, which gives them slight SP restore for every step taken in the labyrinth, which is a great skill.
It means every step you take, they get 1 point back.
Yes.
It is very useful. However, keep in mind it only works on them, not your party.
Yeah. Now, next up we have next up, Ray learns a skill, Recovery.
Yeah,
slight SP restore on one. Now, the way that Zen and Ray work, they are essentially built like Etrian Odyssey characters, if I could say it bluntly.
How about I'll cover Ray's recovery skills, you can cover Zen.
Okay, then...
We're doing it tab number 2 now.
Well, James, keep an eye on Ray's skills then.
Alright.
Because the way that Zen and Ray work is that usually Zen learns a skill, then Ray learns a skill.
Yeah, it alternates.
Yeah. Zen actually learns 2 skills before Ray learns her.
Alright, let me just get a skill set then, so I'm not looking like an idiot.
I've got Ray right here.
Get up.
Oh, I just want to... Well, no, I want to say...
I got a link here.
Oh, perfect, because I actually want to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
Behind cover.
Ouch.
My bet is that Nick is going to die.
I just died. This boss sucks.
Your next... No, let me get... Your next line is going to be, when will I ever get out of this mission?
That's not, if I don't finish this mission, I'm so used to doing this mission though with the Spectre Assault Rifle, which is pinpoint accurate, which is amazing on these guns. The Assault Rifles are amazing guns. It's just
you do not know.
Now, it sucks
Her
here
children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies.
Have
you Slam? I love Slam.
Before? Few humans have.
Like Slam, it doesn't come back down, so you'll be knocked over.
We don't have to fight. You can return to the Citadel with us.
I think not.
Ouch. Well, anyway, what?
Alright, so
next up, Zen learns Frozen Spear, a light ice tech that pierces to the back row.
You're gonna notice something about these elements. They work differently from your average elements.
Yes, like essentially, Frozen Spear is a combination of ice element, and it's getting the attributes of the piercing type attack.
And something else you'll notice is that it's weaker than a normal Bufu.
It's slightly weaker than a normal Bufu. No, it's about the same attack power as a normal Bufu skill, but it costs more than a normal.
Def count 13. All right, but we'll get into that later.
Susie,
next up,
next up is another Zen skill.
Well, no,
no, it's Zen.
Oh, no,
Zen gets his next skill at 7.
Well, no, Ray gets hers at 3.
8.
No, Ray.
I already said heal or recovery.
Oh, all right.
Recovery works on 1 row.
Yes, it's like HP restore.
Right. Now, next is Thunderclap, a light electric attack that hits a whole row. Next up is a Ray skill.
Another Ray skill, Be Calm. Be Calm removes all binds from a row. This is the thing for Ray's healing skills. They only work on a row rather than the entire party.
Next up is Fire Spray at level 9. A light fire attack that splashes to either side. So, if you played the previous Shin Megami Tensei games, think of the shotguns combined with fire attribute. Because that's how shotguns worked, essentially. Yep. Zen's next skill is at level 11. What's Ray's?
It's at 12.
Okay, then next... Okay.
Yikes.
Next up is Cyclone for Zen. He does 2 to 3 light wind attacks against random targets in 1 row. Think of, in actuality, these skills are also used by Shadows as the dance type element skills.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Alright, next up, Ray is at level 12. She learns Refresh. Removes all status ailments, however, it's only usable to battle like the others, and like I said...
Yeah, and then she right next to me, old spring!
Ouch!
But yeah, Refresh, and it only works on a row. Ray's next at 21.
19. So, next up, Zen finally learns a passive skill. His own passive skill, I mean. He learns his natural passive skill, Squire Card.
No.
Squire Card slightly raises the attack power of fire, ice, wind, and electric attack strengths. So essentially, compare it to
I will let you play out the ridiculousness of this fight. Bionics, when you're playing as them, suck because the cool times are ridiculous. They have no armor and they have no weapons, basically. She has no weapons, but what she does is she calls in people to make up for this lack of weapons. Will sit somewhere and snipe you with biotic powers, including stasis and slam. So it is impossible to fight her.
Ouch. Oh. Anyway, going on. Squire.
Notice Nick died, so that's 14?
That's 14.
I got it.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, Squire Card, you could consider it element up. Up is like the point. You could consider it like the tier below boost, essentially. Next up is level 25.
For me, alright, now we get to Ray's next. By the way, her skills, all of them, well, pretty much most of them cost 16 SP, except for Become and Refresh in her last skill, which we'll get into later. Right now, her next is Renewal. Removes all stat penalties, so, like, if your attack is decreased, it removes that. But again, only usable in battle, and only works on a row.
Yeah.
Her next is 31, so you got 10 levels to go for...
yeah. I've actually got 2 skills there. Zen's next two skills are buff skills. He learns Guiding Sword and Guarding Staff. Note something about this. Sword and Staff. Guiding Sword raises attack for 3 turns for 1 row, while Guarding Staff raises defense for 3 turns for 1 row. Essentially, they're one row versions of Mataru and Maraku. Okay, next is 35, so you're up.
Alright, 31. Next up, Ray learns actually a passive skill, Platinum Coin. Platinum Coin has a medium chance to prevent all binds and ailments against the user's row. This skill is really useful. If you don't want to have a status ailment or bind flipped on you, you better pray that Platinum Coin kicks in. Once it does, it could completely cripple the enemy's plan. Because if they try to bind you or status ailment and follow up, death count 15.
No,
Jesus.
Are you done?
If Platinum Coin kicks in, you can cripple an enemy's plan and you could just turn the tables on them. Alright, next up is 36, so you're up.
Okay. Next up is Hex Slice, a medium version of Bane Slice, essentially. It's a medium cut attack with medium chance of curse. Go on. My next is 43.
Alright, at level 36, Ray learns her final skill, Life Goblet. Costs 32 HP, or SP. It's pretty much an upgrade to Recovery. You get moderate HP restored for a row. Which makes, with all this, makes her a pretty effective healer. However,
I'd like to retract my previous statement. Turns out she has a pistol.
Oh.
No, I'm not dead yet.
Well, too late.
But
Alright, put it up.
It's only for a row. So you better make sure. So you'll probably mostly use those skills on the row that does the most offense.
And now we have the 4 skills that are Now, the 4 skills that I'd like to point out for Zen and Ray. Zen has has 2 skills. He has Guiding Sword and Guarding Staff, while Ray has Platinum Coin and Life Goblet. What do those 4 skills have in common?
Medieval times?
No, the Minor Arcana.
Oh yeah.
Those 4 skills are based off the Minor Arcana.
Oh yeah. I forgot about those.
Anyway, next up, it's gonna be all Zen all the way.
Yep.
The next skill that Zen learns is Night Card. It's essentially.
But Nick just screamed like a FNAF animatronic.
15.
Should I put
3 snipers, 1 shot.
There we go. That proves the point. Shin 15. Anyway. Yeah, Night Card is essentially element boost. Raise fire, ice, wind, and electric attack strength. Then he learns Soul Slice, his final physical skill. A heavy cut attack with medium chance of curse, and it is beautiful. I love unleashing Soul Slice on enemies. And then his last skill he learns at level 63, the King Card. Great, it essentially raises all of his elemental attacks to dying level.
This makes his elements destroy.
Now, let's go into their overall stats. Zen and Ray, their HP caps at 546, while their SP caps at 211. They are the strongest all-rounder character.
They definitely haven't had much for one of their cons, is the fact they can't equip sub-personas for reasons if you play the game.
It makes sense. Ray is essentially the sub-persona for Zen. That's essentially what you can attribute it to, because she's always in the sub slot, which is personas. Now, Zen and Ray's attack, magic, Zen and Ray attack is 93, their magic, 90, their defense, 84, their speed and luck both cap out at 76. They're the strongest among all the all-rounder characters. They have the highest HP and SP, those heal while they're walking. They have higher attack than the Persona 4 protagonist, slightly lower magic than Persona 3, but no other character has both stats in the 90 range. Their agility and luck is high as well. They've got more agility and luck than Persona 4 protagonist. They're the only character to have a strong 4 elemental attacks, healing, and buffing. Their second strongest weapon has a chance of giving instant death. And you get their second strongest weapon while you're going through the course of the game.
Yeah, you pretty much get their weapon or beating each of the labyrinth bosses. So
no, you get their ultimate weapon by collecting parts of the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Which you have to find on your own.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
but they're not that hard. All right. But yeah, they're not that hard to find. So. All right.
Whoops. No, it's not one.
All right. So yeah.
I'll go to the cons once I'm. Okay.
I already pointed out one con, but it's not that much of a con. They can't.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
They have no additional. Well, and this is continuing with the sub-persona thing. They have no additional skills because of the one less sub, and that means one less sub-persona that can earn experience while dungeoneering.
Yeah.
And in consecutive battles, they may not have the chance to fully recover. You can't use skill cards on them. Blah blah blah. Excuses. They can only heal or buff characters in one row, not all. And none of the elemental skills are all hitting, either single hit or in the same row/line. Their elemental skills are weak prior to level 63. Only then do they have dying level. Some sub-personas below level 60 have already learned the dying skills. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Zen and Ray should never leave your party.
Yeah.
And, not to mention, their ultimate, they have a unique accessory just for them. And it increases everything for them. All of their stats get increased by 10, and they get an increase, they get 100, I believe?
Yeah.
They get a plus 100 to both their HP and SP.
Making them clearly one of the great.
They're one of the greatest characters when you get everything from them, which I think is the point.
Alright.
And we finished up.
We're playing this because I love this series and I am working on getting it ported. I'm gonna break my rule. I'm going to go to heavy armor and stay there, but I might have to go back to heavy.
Okay.
If anything,
Oh wait.
Well, J-Dog, you got it in at the right time. We are finished with our Persona Q discussion.
Well, actually, no. Shouldn't we go over the navigators?
The navigators, you can. I don't think we should go over the navigators because the navigators you can decide on your own.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
One's used for.
Risei's useful for her own reasons.
For attacking for more offensive reasons for attacking enemies.
Fuka is more of healing.
Yeah.
Turn it to.
It's of your own choice who you want to use as your main navigator. You can also split the navigation properties between the two of them.
Yeah, so they'll both gain experience.
So, and what you'd want to do for that case is you want to give one of them skill cards that is more for in battle, while one of them gets more for on the map.
And that's it.
Yep.
Lost shields!
Mass Effect is third person, but it's sci-fi universe. You have an ancient race, sort of similar to Warriors, except they can't make a ring that can destroy the entire universe. Life is at every sentient life in a galaxy. By the way, that's Death 17.
Lovely.
The addition of biotic resistance did not help.
You know, I think this is karma for just having an easy time with the game, Nick. I think this is the game's way of punishing you.
That's actually a good way to compare games, like, just because there's a shield. Mass Effect and Halo, well, Mass Effect 1 specifically, shield systems work differently than Halo. Halo, you start and end with a set shield strength. Mass Effect 1, and I guess 2 and 3, because you can upgrade your shield strength, have adjustable shields. I would also like to again point out we are on hardcore difficulty. So
have you faced
that's why
level where they expect you to be on your second stage equipment? Because this is generally the level where you finish your first playthrough and at least have some really powerful gear.
Yeah, this is why Nick's dying a lot.
So if I die 2 more times, I might switch back to Metro.
Because this is what I can do this on hardcore, and then I said better get the death count ready.
I said I
Lost shield!
That's how they measure things in Mass Effect for some reason. Where your troops are.
Yeah, if you have to switch back to veteran, I'm not blaming you, cause eventually I'm just gonna go, please get a move on.
And yeah, we're going back to veteran.
You died?
She just knocks me over and proceeds to utterly and thoroughly rape my corpse.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just save us the trouble. We want to get a move on with the story, Nick. And the stream itself. We're kind of boring our viewers, to anyone who's seeing this.
Actually, they might find it entertaining to see me die in rage.
I get that, but I think there may be a limit to it. Although there probably won't be a limit for when eventually someone forces me to do Superman 64.
This time I'm putting the stats into their weapons. I'll lose the dampening ability, which actually weakens their biotics. But I've already got it on Garrus.
Good. Alright, so back on veteran.
It hasn't been used.
Nick, I swear to God, if you still die... It is
funny to see me rage. I just make the weirdest sounds.
Yeah, you should... Well, anyone who's seen the Cards Against Humanity stream knows how much I made sounds when I put a certain Shrek card. Because I broke down the moment I got that card. The moment I got that, I was just going ape shit.
Oh, and now I'm down. Not dead. Whoa, 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 whoa! The boxes were killing me.
Boxes.
Boxes.
Oh, the box ghost!
Oh, frick, I just realized. Oh, frick.
What did you realize?
I'm right next to the guest sniper. Oh!
That's why. Right next to a sniper.
Hacking the cat. Running.
Is there a power level her health bar?
Basically.
Shields.
Sucks is that the AI, instead of focusing on your teammates, will always focus on Shepard.
Wow.
It's persona logic, right? It's you're red
Oh no, Shepard's down! Oh well, guess we lost. Guess we can't do anything. I guess we can't even use this Metagel to bring him back. We never were taught how to do that.
At least in Knights of the Republic, if you were down, you would switch to another teammate. Mind you, that game you had a cycling team and you could change when you were in control. But the only one who could talk to other characters was...
Oh, well, it looks like J-Dog in the board fight that now just noticed. He's getting a kick out of you dying. This Nick guy's dying a lot. It's funny.
I'm not getting out there. There are 3 guest snipers. No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use my abilities.
If you hear something in the background, that's my AC, because my room is hot and I can't take it.
You know, mine's on too. It's
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from it as much as I can so it doesn't get in the way.
Shields.
I hope it's not. Is it? Yeah, shit.
Frig, where else we can show? And so, I'm out of Metagel.
Oh,
so,
jump.
Apparently Tommy took an anime character quiz and got Light Yagami. That's,
I took a Smash Brothers quiz and I got Luigi.
Oh my god, that sniper just tried to shoot me in the floor. But they don't realize. Oh, this is...
What are you trying to do? And like... Oh.
I did it!
Yes!
Yes!
I still haven't seen it yet, but I'll believe you.
Saren is unstoppable.
The fact that I'm not
the weird thing is, Tommy doesn't get what. At first, Tommy said cool because he hasn't seen Death Note yet.
Oh yeah.
So Isn't like Yagami basically like Lelouch?
He's evil Lelouch, essentially.
You did it, Nick! Hooray!
Okay,
he's essentially evil Lelouch.
Very important.
Oh, without the mech.
The rack needed to cooperate with you. Why should I?
My mind is filled with his light.
I will not betray him. You will.
I am Lelouch being Britannia. You're like,
You must listen. Saren's
Oh no, Lelouch is actually... He's a good guy, technically, in the end.
he's the only person who we need protagonist
and the end.
Yeah, that is...
So you could turn on me again.
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves
one of my favorites.
You come to idolize
him,
worship him.
The thing about Light Yagami, he's always the protagonist, but the way that he is the protagonist is kind of yeah.
What she's talking about, Sovereign.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it.
Oh, so she's just being mind controlled?
Than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard,
oh, it's one of those cases.
You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into
Lovely.
you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
Get them there for you.
Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been.
And also in 3, the Zaid DLC actually gives you access to a heavy weapon.
Transcribe the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
No, in 2, you get a flamethrower for Zahid's DLC, a heavy weapon. Flamethrower, the heavy weapon.
Well, we need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination.
True.
But you must find out quickly.
Yeah,
I transmitted the coordinates to him before.
Since I know that Tommy will never see this,
you have to stop me.
You guys know that Light Yagami is a psychotic asshole, right?
Yes, we know.
On my spine. You should.
Yeah. And Tommy got him during the anime character quiz.
And he said cool.
Die.
Yeah. Well, granted, he doesn't know. He hasn't seen anything of Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh.
Die. Oh god. Oh, now we gotta kill her?
Okay.
Never saw me coming.
I'm going live on
Advanced immunity.
What? Wait, what's J-Dog saying?
I'm going live on now, guys. What?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Alright.
Do not die.
What is this terrible?
Oh.
Well, who else is? Oh, hi there.
People.
Tali looks weird when she was shooting. It looked like she was flailing her gun as she shot. Insufficient Omni Gel.
Running!
Terra's unavailable.
I did it!
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
Oh my god, Manager, we can help you.
He is still in my mind.
After so long.
Entirely myself.
Shepard offered to share the Metagel. And she's dead. I remember if you had Liara, I think Liara might shoot her. I think that's a thing. I know you can spare fists if you don't bring Rex.
Ah! Yes! Yes!
What?
I got Ginkgo from Mushishi.
I should mention this now. This mission. This part right here is what influences something in the third game.
What would that be?
What you do with the Rachni Queen.
Oh! Yeah, I kind of remember something like that. So, what can you do with the Rachni Queen?
You can either kill her or set her free. My first playthrough, I killed her and regretted it.
This one serves as our...
So you're gonna free it?
I'm going to free it.
We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat.
Your musics are colorless. What?
The way they speak is through music.
One moves all.
Okay.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced.
Yeah, I got
We
Ginkgo.
are Rachni.
Tommy got Yagami fight.
Okay, so we are the mother.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands.
We're telepathic.
She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for, but she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those.
Sing through touchings of thought.
Telepathy.
Oh.
What will you sing? Will you release us?
What they mean by sing is,
are we
essentially they're saying
to
I have a
away
voice
once
that I'm
more?
not in harmony with the universe.
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those
to
tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
She's the last of her race, Shepard.
Garrus is
We don't have the objectivity to judge her.
Oh, by the way, there's the quiz in case you guys want to try it.
You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Now, the neutral and Paragon choice is to free her. The renegade is you die here by my hand.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You
die here by my hand. I'll free you. I won't kill you.
We will remember.
It's a great amount, Paragon.
We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Are your main choices of Paragon. Now, most likely if we get to 3, I will, because of the DLC and stuff, I will reach max level before. Because, to be honest, Mass Effect 3, if you carry stuff over, is a lot easier.
Yeah.
If it's just a fresh playthrough with no help, and you set everything back to 0, Shepard, stop flying. Just in case the game starts to glitch. We're saving.
Yeah.
Never. Never again.
We never speak of this again.
This fight did not happen. Heavy armor Krogan, a new sniper, and an Omni-Drone.
We don't want to go through this again.
I like to point out that one of my playthroughs, when I looted one of these rates, it had one of the Spectre guns. mind you, that was like my male character when I was redoing everything for my perfect run of 3. And when I say perfect of everything minus the DLCs.
Ah.
This game is definitely going back. It's starting to drop numbers on me. That's how you know it's seen some stuff. Because remember, I got this game during launch.
Yeah, I remember. So, are we done with this mission finally?
We're done on Noveria. We never speak of Noveria ever again.
Yay! Oh, sweet, sweet, recently divorced Lee, freedom.
Oh wait, the file's corrupted! No!
No!
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
And then Joker, Commander,
right.
you should
We
took your
cannot
time
rush
there,
off blind.
Joker.
We still
Never
need to
speak of
learn
this
more
again.
about Saren.
Who put you in
Shepard
charge?
flips them off.
Did the Commander resign?
Alright, so is it time for an acid trip?
We're all on the same team here, William.
Is it acid trip time?
I would like to point out that
Sorry, Commander.
we beat 3 planets. Well, technically, the Citadel doesn't count.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done?
So is it time for the acid trip?
How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard.
Alright, so let's...
Our children's
Alright,
children will pay the
Council,
price if
what do you
you're not.
want?
We'll be waiting for your next
politicians. So the upper... Run the galaxy? Hey, shut up.
No, I understand their worries there.
Yeah, this Queen... Our children's children will pay the price if you're not. Put a sock in it.
No, I understand it entirely.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
What, Nick?
Is it the ambassador?
What?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through.
Oh, yeah, no, here you go. This is for the last story mission they're gonna give you.
Commander Shepard, we've received
Already?
information that
And
may
then
be
acid
critical
trip?
to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important.
Oh.
Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Alright, so we're going to Vermeer?
Not yet, that's last.
Ah, okay.
Because I want to upgrade my charm, because I would like it to be at least maybe 1 or 2 more higher. I'm going to keep upgrading Unity, well, Spectre, because that gives me stuff. Yeah, that's the plan right now. I've got things to do. I've got to get ready to go. The shoot will be over
Alright. We're done. Yeah, that's alright, man. We understand, but seriously, I was hoping we'd accomplish more than what happened. I mean, I only came in halfway through the stream, and I was even notice how long it took.
Yeah, like I said, Novaria is the longest because there's so much you gotta do in the station, and then there's so much at P15.
And considering how bad saving is.
Yeah, this game, Novaria is the worst. Feroz is actually faster. It does not take nearly as long. Mostly because you're not fighting an army of Arachnine. The enemies there, yes, they have poisoning, but they're not as difficult because a lot of them you're going to be using a special type of grenade. So if you have not upgraded your grenades, you're screwed. Which we might start next stream on the Citadel because I might go pick up supplies. Yeah, if you look around at all this stuff, you're going to get experience points. Not much, but still, every bit helps.
Yeah, everything helps.
This game apparently only has 4 hours and 21 minutes into it, but that's not counting all the time of death.
Yeah.
That fight alone took us an hour. We talked to this guy.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Carry on, Presley.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, I just got 2 Renegade.
You got Renegade? How?
I say he doubts my decision.
Damn it, Nick.
It won't lose it. It's only 2. It's not enough to heavily influence my character. Paragon and Renegade don't really have that much of an effect in Mass Effect 1. In 2, they affect your appearance, same in 3.
Yeah. Well, let it be known, everyone. Nick accidentally got Renegade at the last second.
Well, no, I said